Daniel, we had big weather this weekend. Can you imagine being the type of rube that thinks you need to go to a car dealership, perhaps with an umbrella, to lease your next vehicle?
Yeah, and then like 10 minutes later, it's 1,000,000 degrees out there.
Hey, you know what they say about Texas? Go to fairlease.org.
That is what they say.
That's exactly what they say. They're backed by the credit union of Texas. When you roll with Fairlease, you're rolling with Texas. Fairlease.org. They can make this all super, super easy for you. Do it all right there from your phone. Get your trade-in value. Maybe you're upside down on a lease with another, less friendly national leasing company.
Bad bit.
It's a horrible bit. Fair Lease can get you out of that. We know because
bit.
we've had listeners who have done it. If you're in the business game, you need trucks, you need a fleet, whatever, Fair Lease can hook you up with that. So check them out at fairlease.org, and please do click Request a Quote and tell them the Dumb Zone sent you.
All right.
And we're off. We're recording live to tape and broadcasting live to the world on YouTube. Have you heard of it?
This little kid I lived with in Spain when I was over there called it YouTube.
Oh, yeah?
And that's what I've always. That sounds a little zestier.
Sounds like the kid I lived with, Beto, actually. He loved the Batless. With, of course, John, Paul, George, and Ringo. That's how you pronounce it. Look at it.
El Batless.
The Batless. Batless. Anyway, I'm Dan McDowell.
I'm Jake Kemp.
I'm Blake Jones.
Look at him. He's here.
We have Clayton CK, Foodie CK here as well. We're in our Game Day Men's Health Studios. Game Day back at home.
There's testosterone high today.
That's right.
Yes, sir.
Testosterone, whatever the it is.
Yeah, man.
Testosterone.
Because that voice, got 10% off his TRT for life because he just mentioned the Dumb Zone when he went to Game Day Men's Health. And the guy looks like Jake now. You look great, dude.
Thanks,
and
pal.
But you're not the focus here. The focus is Blake Jones.
Why?
You're having a kid like tomorrow. Like it's now.
Why?
I'm not doing anything.
Well, you got to go there, right? Or are you just dropping her off? Blake has a lot of scene control.
Little daycare program. How south of the equator were you for delivery one?
I think I just did a little flyover and said, okay.
Going, take a trip to Patagonia this time and hit that
I
southern
don't know.
pole?
I don't know. Probably not.
You're probably not going to. Well, you may do this again.
Yeah.
Yeah, you never know.
With your Superman sperm.
I've had people send me.
Their wives?
No.
To impregnate?
Oh, yeah.
No.
Give me a boy, bro.
No, but we could probably
Give me
work
a
something
boy
else.
with power.
If you're interested. But no, just how to have a girl. Because that's going to be next.
Okay. Yeah. Let's
Well, then I'll
go to
go
the
over
wives'
there.
tale.
You can come over and give me a boy, and I'll go give you a girl. Oh, excuse me. Little mishit there.
We have sit-ins.
But yeah, Blake's having that kid, like it's always, we've been kind of waiting. Like, oh my God, is it tonight? Is he going to call it? Well, now we don't have to wait anymore. We know it is tomorrow.
Isn't it
Apparently,
wonderful?
they have a procedure where they just kind of like, is it a big suction thing where they suck it out?
No,
or is it
the new way is...
they just push on the belly, sit on the belly. They get a big fat guy.
And it helps if you do have another child, but they have her lay there, and as a family, you simply jump on her.
Yeah, okay.
Until it just...
Like up in like a little trampoline.
Exactly.
We do.
It is nice. Do you have a time?
We go in at 7:30 in the morning.
It feels almost late. That's nice.
So is it a
I was there at
long
5.
labor? Same thing? You kind of don't know how many hours you'll be there? Or
I think the first time she went for like 16 hours or something.
Jesus.
Ridiculous.
This shouldn't be that long.
That's what people say. The next one doesn't take as long.
But can we call you? And
because you're on Der Stuga at that point.
Yeah.
Can we
water
have you? Didn't we talk to her when she was in labor last time?
Yeah, she wasn't thrilled about that.
Oh, but it was fun.
It was fun for me.
And look, everything has worked out fine, so you should have her do it again.
Yeah, we will. If you...
Cowboys executive producer. That doesn't happen without putting your in-labor wife on the phone.
That's true.
Is she going to try to, because I know she's like leaning Pyrex over plastic. Is there like a resistance to the epidural this time?
No.
Yeah, is she going to be in like a pool?
Because I feel like that's the real Maha like litmus test.
The water birth.
Oh, red dye's bad, and I don't want plastic in my house. And then they're like, well,
Yeah, I'll take that epidural though.
She's the type to. She has some family members and friends that want to do an all natural birth, and she's just like, okay, we'll see how long into it you change your mind, and then they pump you full of fentanyl.
yeah. Hi, Stephanie.
Yes, in studio.
Her name is the one on the document.
We have Stephanie Stokes in studio.
Sounds like a WNBA player, doesn't it?
Kind of does. And she brought some dude. We can only assume this is her husband. She has emailed a couple of times in the past.
It's worth noting they do look like siblings.
Always on a birthday.
I had to ask.
They do both have reddish hair, probably some freckles, and you never know.
Big ups to Dan for no carpet drapes joke right there.
Oh, come on. I've grown so much over the past 5 years, you're not recognizing it. So one of the email, she's emailed twice. It's both times been for her husband's birthday.
Cool.
This is how much she loves Chuck. First time she attached a bikini photo.
Hey now.
That's right. And the second time, she attached another photo, which I gave to Clayton, that we could show you right now. He said, she said, it's my husband Chuck's Luca minus Steph birthday. He's a day 2 subby. Now, Chuck has emailed us before and claimed to be a day 1, so we'll see.
There may be extenuating circumstances based on time zone.
He is our subby from the United Arab Emirates.
Damn.
Still looking for the 9/11 memorial. Blake had his stop in Haskell.
That's awesome.
I taught there for a year, and I can confirm Chief Tonka is a thing.
Oh, my goodness.
Ay. That's...
Not sure if they still do it, but when I was there, they built a teepee and banged a drum for 24 hours around homecoming. Here's the picture for reference.
Wow.
What is Chief Tonka? What is that?
I don't know.
Just some Indian.
There was a wrestler.
That was like their
That's
mascot?
Cowboys have Rowdy. They have Chief Tonka.
Yeah, they have Chief Tonka.
There was a...
What is their name? What is Haskell what?
Indian.
It's Indians.
Yes.
Yeah, I
Oh, they're
know
the
that.
Indians. I'm sorry.
No. I think it could have been Braves or anything. They could have been the Eagles and gone with this mascot in Texas. That's the scariest. That's scarier than it is racist.
That's terrifying.
Like, what is he? But this is great,
Yeah,
though,
it's not
Dan, because...
fun like Chief Wahoo's fun.
Right.
That's fun racism.
The UAE, hot topic on the show lately.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's like Arabs and stuff, right? Sand.
Mm-hmm.
Got a lot of sand out there.
They are united.
Oil,
Big time.
money. You guys rich?
I'm not.
Oh,
We're not at all.
you're just around the rich?
Yes.
Do you have to like cover your wife up totally, or is
Yeah,
that
how'd
why
you
she's
s-
sending bikini
I was gonna
pictures
say.
just to hope?
No,
like,
they're-
hey, remember
they're-
when I used to be able to do
through
this?
the firewall?
They're in the
Some trouble.
UAE. It's actually kind of nice. It's really laid back, low key. You have to actually seek out the really hard line where you got to dress up and everything. You kind of have to seek that out. Dubai, Abu Dhabi, it's actually real nice over there. Can't complain too much. Now they do have some wild stuff. Like I think I sent him the other day. I sent him a news link where if you do the wrong things on social media, you'll get like banned from.
We
the
did that
internet.
story. We did
Yeah.
that story. A guy was just sending harassing messages on WhatsApp.
Yeah.
I think. And they just said, you can't use the internet ever again.
And also you can
Being
get that off of
grounded.
Google review too.
For what's that?
Google reviews too. They've done that to people that have sent negative Google reviews saying it's disparagement.
Yeah. They have something in common with our former employers with a broad idea of what is criticism. But like, how's it for you? Like, you don't have to cover up, obviously,
No,
if you're not.
It's totally fine. In the mornings, you go out. It's mostly Westerners. In the early mornings, late at night, it's when the locals come out more. And the mornings, you see women in shorts and sports bra running around. And
Oh, hell yeah.
Jeez.
What?
Man.
Was I
Not to
talking
be-
out loud?
Now, I want to
Sorry.
be clear here. I think you
brain
have
keeps playing
you have
audio.
expressed an interest in both Indians and Persians. I don't feel like there are a ton of those in the UAE.
tons of Indians.
Indians. Okay, I know nothing. Mostly Indian?
It's 90% expat over there.
Wow, I did not know that.
That's where Chief Tonka went.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's right. Well, that's crazy. I want to learn all about this throughout the show.
That seems pretty vague.
I mean, I could talk to him about it forever.
No, we'll do it at the end of the show because we have a big
Are we allowed to
program.
say where he works? Or no, you don't want that.
Yeah, you can.
He works for Raytheon, a military contractor. Like, this guy's done. He's basically lived in the box for 20 years. I could talk to him all day, but
But we have a program to do. We have Charles Haley is coming in later.
yes, he is.
And that's where you never know what's going to happen when Charles Haley comes in. He will promote some charity stuff. But then who will he fight? Will it be me? That's happened. Will it be Jake? That's happened. Maybe today it'll be fighting Blake, or maybe Chuck. Maybe Chuck can give him a run. We're getting a little older. But Charles Haley will be here and really I want to get to Cowboys stuff. I'm really excited about I can't even believe what's going on. So let's do a quick weekend check. Let's have it brought to us by a brand new sponsor. Ladies and gentlemen, Window Nation DFW is our new sponsor. How
Wow.
about that?
What do they do?
Window Nation DFW.
I had family
I don't
over
know if it's
yesterday.
DFW. It's just Window Nation.
And I was telling them, I'm like,
just-
hey, we got a
I'm so
window
local.
company on now. They said, which one? I said, Window Nation. And they said, that's awesome. We just replaced our windows with Window Nation,
Oh, yeah?
which is, it is good news because, they had testimonials right there for me. Window Nation is the call you need to make before the kids get back to school. We were talking about it last week, just looking at your electric bill during the summer. They break it out real nice for you to know how much you're throwing away on electricity every month. Window Nation, replacing your windows, that can help you with that big time. Tell them about the deal, Dan.
50% off window style, all window styles just this month. So this sale ends soon. It's Window Nation's most popular deal. You can get a fast, free estimate now. Free. Can you afford free?
I hope.
I think we all can. Window Nation, 866-90-NATION, or visit windownation.com.
The offer,
How you like that?
50% off all window styles, 0 down, Blake. 0 payments.
Oh, I was even looking at
0 interest for 2 years.
that. Wait a second. You don't even put
This
money.
is a crime.
You don't. So nothing out of your pocket for 2 years.
Hell, you may get hit by a bus and never pay $1. Okay? At windownation.com. I made that last part up. They
Yeah.
might not. But, you could work it out.
No, you can.
Good
It doesn't have
folks.
to be a bus. You could have be hit by a lot of things.
Snowmobile.
Charles Haley.
Upgrade your vehicles before Charles Haley takes you out at windownation.com.
All right. Happy to have the new sponsor. So we got a weekend check. I'll go first, very quick for me, because like I said, I want to get on to really, there's a lot of good Cowboy stuff today, and then we got Charles Haley. One thing I forgot, errors and omissions or whatever from Friday, I was trying to remember the good soldier that Cowboy, I said he had an injury magically heal when he finally got his contract. It was Greg Ellis.
Oh,
You remember that name?
Do I remember that name?
Yeah.
Oh,
Of course.
Yeah.
But anyway, he was always thought to team first, big leader, all this. But
Parcells
all of
guy.
a sudden, he had a sore back, much like Micah. We'll be getting into that later. And then he got that new contract he wanted, and all of a sudden he's back out on the field. It's amazing how this works.
Wasn't there somebody Norm really hated Kyle Orton? Do you remember that? You have to, Blake. The 1 year Kyle Orton was a Cowboy.
Yeah.
Norm was mad because he had retired and unretired. He would only come back for money or something. But there was another guy who did something like that, similar to Ellis, and Norm would never let that go. Hell, it might have been Dez. Didn't Dez play around with the surgery once? Like, oh, maybe I need it, maybe I don't.
I don't know. Well, we'll be getting into Dez later as well. There's so much going on. So the other thing I did was I packed for camp. I am totally ready. If we had to go to camp tomorrow morning, I could get on that plane.
You almost missed it.
What do you mean?
You're only 4 days early.
Yeah.
The thing is, I just have to add one or two little things along the way. But I have My 7 black shirts and my 7 pairs of shorts that look exactly the same, and my sleeping shirts and my sleeping socks. I got to have white socks to wear around the house at night, and then I have my black socks for during the day, and totally packed. And I got it all into, with a blanket, the carry-on luggage size.
Nice.
For 7 days.
My family will introduce a human being to this planet in the time that you have been packed for camp.
Yeah.
And I'll still have time to pack.
I got a lot
That's a good
going on,
point.
dude. You don't have anything going on.
Yeah,
Compared to
I
me.
have not thought about the trip at all. Whirlwind week. We had a relatively chill weekend though. Friday night I went to dinner, and I ran into the guy who hired me at the ticket, Rich Phillips.
Oh, wow.
Got to give him a big hug.
Did you eat at Texas Motor Speedway?
Yeah, they're Tex-Mex Annex.
Was it a barbecue
Next.
place?
It was not. It was in fact a Tex-Mex restaurant. Now I did not know that his
Gravy R Us.
So it was not the Gravy Emporium. Rich is doing fine. At that point, I didn't know that his former boss was about to show his entire ass to the world, or I would have brought it up to him at that time, but I didn't, so I just shook his hand, hugged him. And then something happened that I need a ruling on, I guess. So I don't like eating diced onions, like just regular diced onions like that on a taco I don't like that. Onions in recipes, grilled onions, but just chopping up onions and putting them on a carne asada taco. I don't like it.
I like the diced when not cooked.
That's basically what it is, and
Yeah.
I don't like it. So it's just cilantro, onions, and meat. I'm like, can I get it with no onions? The guy didn't bring them with no onions. Whatever. I didn't say anything, but I was also not going to eat them. So
Were you with your wife?
Yeah, and another couple.
Because generally, my wife will take over. Like, she'll say, like, I'll kind of complain to her lightly, knowing she has an inner Karen that will come out, and she can release it at various levels.
Yeah.
Like, it might be 50%. I'll go 50% here.
And I think my wife has a little bit of that, and I've used her as a bulldog
As they
before.
get older,
But I
the
think that-
Karen increases.
But she was
It's
like
great.
having drinks and talking to her friend. I doubt she realized my order was messed up.
Okay.
I was
Not paying attention.
inconsequential. So I didn't say anything, but the guy's coming back over and he's like, "Hey, how does your food?" And
Unnecessary.
I'm scraping the onions off. So I didn't say. I was like, "Good," as I was altering the dish that he brought, and I wasn't whatever.
You said you asked for it without?
Yeah. And he never addressed it. He came back again and could see the large mountain of diced onions on my plate. And he's like, anything else? Just get the check. And I'm like, man, this is whatever.
That is better than the guy, well, maybe, but the guy this weekend I went to eat with my wife, and I was very hungry, and I ate everything, and the guy's like, whoa.
Oh, my
I
God.
hate
Somebody's hungry today.
Oh, my
I
God.
hate
What'd
that
you
so
like?
much.
You love that? You like that? You get what you
I
wanted?
got
So
that.
I'm getting penalized here for eating every piece of rice.
Yeah,
There
we'll
was-
come-
yeah, and I got
come
the
over-
little last piece of rice.
Come over and pat you on the belly.
Yeah. Anyway, go ahead.
Yeah. So where were we with that?
He's diced onions at the end of the meal now.
When they brought
So
the
you
check,
didn't tip him.
when they brought the check, my wife had asked for a to-go box. And when he boxed up her food and brought it back, he was like, hey, man, I got you another order of tacos with no onions here, with
Hey.
beans and rice,
and put
salsas,
it in the
chips, wrapped it up for
to
you.
go.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Boy, that now your tip is just increased, bro.
Yeah,
By like double.
Yeah.
that's awesome.
That's
he
a perfect
is running the system
perfect timing.
perfectly because he's getting to pocket that money.
because he knows that you're like kind of seething.
Yeah, I wasn't full because when they don't. Here's another thing you learn whenever you're not a vegetable guy. And let me tell you something. I'm running on this. Saying I want less vegetables doesn't mean that like you can put. They almost put less meat on it if you ask for no vegetables. They look at it like I have to fill this amount with ingredients. Subway does this. It drives me crazy. But yeah, so the guy hooked me up, and that was a great day. The only other couple things I have to report are. Had the family over for birthday yesterday afternoon. That was glorious. It actually was nice. I called Dan beforehand. And he's like, "This is probably all you ever wanted." to have your have your 4 of my parents and 2 of Kristen's parents over.
Well, it's a
But it
thing
actually was-
I never have to worry about with people living in Ohio.
Right.
Yard sign?
Oh my God, dude.
You get a yard sign?
No.
Your wife might do it for you.
I think she.
It's a milestone. I know you don't like round numbers, but lordy.
I could see her doing that in conjunction with you guys as some sort of bid. But outside of
Should have
that,
called it.
Damn it.
outside of
We
that,
ruined us.
I don't think that's.
As he wakes up and sees that.
Oh, there's still time.
Planted a lot of shrubs over the weekend. Played a lot of soccer. I can confidently tell you that my son at 2.5 is more athletic than I was at 5. I almost wept yesterday watching him move. Not because he's going to be special, because he's just not going to be me. Blake's played with me a lot. He knows. You've played with me a lot. You know. There's something in my brain that doesn't work athletically, and I watched him yesterday and fell to my knees and thought, he's normal. God.
So it's not like he's an exceptional athlete.
No, he knows how to put his feet over one another without falling.
Okay.
And it's really something.
Like he'll be able to throw a ball when he's 39 years old.
I think so.
Okay.
Without needing a series of YouTube pages and lessons. And then I'm going to leave you my weekend check with a little piece of audio that I found right before the show. So we'll check this. Blake, do you think I can try?
We can always try.
Who's already thrown 103 pitches tonight, gets to air out a few more on the mound.
Okay, this is what I thought it was. This is from last week. This is Rangers Angels. And we know Dave Raymond likes to have a little fun. He'll work in nice. If a player is in a 69 game whatever, or he's doing bits. The Angels have a pitcher named Yusei Kikuchi.
Mm-hmm.
His last name is Kikuchi. Now, what I gather is this particular starting pitcher guy throws a lot of pitches, because I actually didn't watch this game live. It was in LA. It was late, and he was at like 109 pitches headed into the 5th.
Mm-hmm.
And so he's also Japanese, so they have to send a translator out there when they go with the manager. It was a big scene, and I think Dave thought, this is my chance.
Rally House has
a little.
Who's already thrown 103 pitches tonight, gets to air out a few more on the mound.
When he picked Langford off and there was the longer view, he threw like 8 warm-up pitches while we were waiting for that one, too.
Yeah. Well, he's got a rubber arm. 2 balls, 2 strikes on Smitty, and he'll take low and away. Full count. Now, the Angels have hung around the 500 mark this year. They just haven't been able to really get a big run started. But they've been better, I think, than a lot of people. 3-2 to Smith, and he lines that out to right field. That
I
kicks
screwed
down.
this up. It's here somewhere.
Are we just listening to generic
No,
audio here?
no.
He's already thrown 103 pitches tonight.
It's a good weekend check. Well, you know it.
I have it. I'm just not going to put you guys through that again.
After the break. You can check it out during the break.
I know it's right here.
1 out, 6.
Or do it.
Just go back.
Listen while Blake's telling his weekend check.
I will. It's that important to me.
Okay. Or Clayton. You want who's up? Who wants the ball?
I'll go. Plan the trip food-wise for Friday with Matt to California.
Clayton and Matt Dallas are driving in a smaller vehicle. We do not need the RV to broadcast from. We will be broadcasting from the tent all week. So Clayton and Matt are driving out all the equipment. That way Clayton will feel confident that the equipment is actually there.
Mm-hmm.
Have we really
Very
highlighted
concerned.
to the listener the difference between this year and last year? Like that the Cowboys were way more accommodating this year now that we've kind of proved that we can behave.
Proof of concept.
God, you love it, and I love that you love it.
Yeah.
Like last year, we needed the RV to do the show.
Yeah. We did most shows out in the parking lot and one show from inside at the tent.
Right, which is what you would normally do like in radio.
Yeah. And so it's going to be great. I'm looking forward to it. Really, like I said, I want on Friday, you and I are going to clink to seafood burritos together and laugh maniacally. And then I'll get back to the room real early because I'm going to go to bed on Texas time.
I love it.
We're going to see if I can. Anyway, so Clayton and Matt Grimm are driving this whole way. And this is the dedication Clayton has to the show because he wants to make sure he's got that equipment there, he's there on time, and it is all set up and ready to roll Monday.
Yeah, but I was worried because Friday is Whataburger Day.
8-8.
8-8.
The
75-cent Whataburgers. And
on the
they're
75th anniversary, yeah.
Yeah, they're doing free breakfast items every Friday in
Whoa.
August. So you can get a free honey butter chicken biscuit, a free taquito, or a breakfast on a bun. No purchase necessary. Just go enjoy a free Whataburger breakfast. So
well,
I'm
going to
two
enjoy
stops.
adding a free item to the other 3 items that I was always. But yeah.
But yeah, so I just wanted to make sure that we had a Whataburger in New Mexico and or Amarillo that we could stop at on the way out there.
You've scouted that.
I scouted the hell out of Whataburgers between here and California.
It may take us 7 extra hours to get to California, but you know what?
What time
I'll
are
have
y'all?
Whataburger.
What time are y'all leaving?
Matt has decided to leave when Matt wants to leave, and I'm just going with him. I'm showing up after the show Thursday, and if he wants to leave then, we'll leave then.
He wanted to leave at 5 a.m. Thursday. And then Clayton was like, I think we determined we don't have to get there that fast. And
and Blake
he
having
wanted
a
to
kid
make sure
helped
he
out
did
a
the
lot.
show.
'Cause-
Got the audio going.
Yeah,
Video.
I want Clayton to launch like Clayton Kimbrough's TexasBurgers.com, where he can tell you the breakdown, big chains, 6A, all the way down to the single A.
Let me tell you, Wendy's is under fire right now for their bacon, skimping on bacon on their sandwiches.
Are they?
And I've been doing some Sean Rabb level investigating.
Get to the
journalism.
bottom of it. Track them down.
And yeah, things aren't looking good for our pigtailed ginger friend.
All right, you want me to wrap up by playing this?
Well, we're going to wrap up with Blake, but we can wrap yours up. Yeah.
Yeah.
You found it.
1 out, 6th inning, and a 1-run game.
I hope this is not it.
Man, they are stretching Kikuchi tonight.
All right.
All right.
All right.
Okay.
And there's,
All right.
he quickly.
He hasn't had.
I was listening for a laugh, like he's going to be laughing, but he realized I need to speak right away.
Yeah.
Man, they are stretching Kikuchi tonight. He hasn't had much in the way of.
He's fighting it right there.
Yeah.
And
I wonder if Basic's even aware.
oh my God, dude, these guys are Stockton and Malone. I watch so much Rangers now. That
You think
I just
Basic's aware of
confidently-
his little
Oh,
bit
yeah.
there? Because Basic's,
dude?
he's very focused on sports.
I know, but even the
But he
the
likes-
meathead athlete is like, see if we can figure out a way to say Coochie. Look, his name's Coochie, and listen to the just that little devilish from Dave Raymond.
Man, they are stretching Kikuchi tonight.
They are. Shout out to Dave Raymond. Sorry, guys, I screwed up your weekend, Jack.
Jake, have you been up on the Brian Koberger case?
The
The
Karen
Idaho?
Reed. Oh,
The Idaho.
The guy who killed those 4 students.
Yeah, so I almost brought this up on the show whenever it happened a year or so ago.
The murder? We
Yeah.
talked about it, didn't we?
I don't remember if we did. But he got sentenced, and it's still weird to me that they allow the family members to talk to the accused, or now the guilty, because they just hammered him. And I don't know, it's just weird that that is still a thing.
It feels very medieval.
It-
Like we're gonna bring it down to the town square, and then
Right.
have like the locals with tomatoes, and another thing.
So those unfamiliar, Brian Koberger murdered 4 university students at University of Idaho, and no connection to these kids at all. This guy is just a straight psychopath.
Yeah, he's been, I believe, ruled as such.
Yeah, and you can tell. I mean, just sitting there as these people are giving it to him, he's just sitting there straight faced, doesn't care at all. And the prosecution is like, no, we'll never know, like his reasoning for it. It was just random. He just is a weird guy and wanted to kill, and he just chose this house on the campus of Idaho, and it's just so weird. But I was caught up in how they caught him, because like I don't think it was Ring doorbells, but it was surveillance around the house saw this same car circle 4 times on the night of the murders, and then just found out he had the same car and pinged his cell phone where he turned off his cell phone around the time of the murder. That part was amazing to me. But I just could not believe there's just no connection. This just is a random murder. And yeah, he's going away for a really long time.
Yeah.
How was that your weekend check? I don't understand.
Just because I remember seeing it, I don't know, a couple years ago of like it's unsolved, like they don't know who did it, and then they arrest this guy, and then so it is.
He's about to have a kid.
No, in a weird way, it's like something you saw 2 years ago. Finally, okay, they got him. He's guilty. He's going away, and it's just it all kind of comes to a close.
He's got one of the creepiest faces of anyone who's ever lived.
Because if you watch enough true crime stuff, it's like I wonder what it was like living in the moment of, oh, now they've got him. Oh, now the sentencing, and now the trial. So following all that in real time was cool to me.
It's true crime, Blake.
There's that. Had 2 birthday parties this weekend.
Ooh, adult or child?
Child. One Saturday, one Sunday, which helped kill my weekend. And I'm here to say, if you're a DF and you invite me to your kid's birthday party, I'll probably go. Because Sunday I went to Travis Gafford's.
That's added value right there.
Travis Gafford's kid's birthday party?
1-year-old's, yeah, party.
By the way, to prove
so he just knows you have a 2-year-old, and he's like, yeah, okay.
Well, I've said this before. Some subbies know I'm dying for anything to do with Brooks out of the house. And so...
You'll go to a random listener's house.
I went to a rugby party 2 weekends ago with Brooks, with James Crowley, because he invited me, and they had a water slide. So Travis said, hey, we got a pool, a birthday party, pizza and cupcakes. You're welcome to come by. So I drove an hour to Fort Worth, and we went to his kid's birthday party.
Okay.
I respect the grind.
So Blake's not available, like you're not even, this isn't like Rowdy that you have to pay $500 or whatever to have Rowdy or Mavs Man. This is Blake. You'll just go.
Give me entertainment for my kid and maybe some food. That's it.
Food.
And I'll be there.
Okay.
Yeah. So laying that out there.
How's Travis Gafford's place? I bet it's really nice and air conditioned.
He had his HOA has a pool, like a community pool and like a little pavilion area.
Dude, I wish we had that.
Yeah, that's cool.
Because then I wouldn't have a pool.
Yeah.
Ah, what a beating.
Dude, but you can't. I feel like right now, this weekend I crossed over the line where I'll never regret having a pool.
Write it down.
That's fine. I'm getting enough value now that it's like, dude, this is insane.
You're got great value.
You're doing yard work?
It was every day for
110 into the pool.
Like a decade.
Yeah.
But now it's just it looks nice.
But you got to be thinking about how much money you're saving on that front end, man. Like
okay.
But
like I just said, he just said he had an HOA with
free.
a pool.
Splash pad's like $4, so I guess it's more convenience than anything.
But it did kill a lot of time.
So while you were out, Soroy said it's acceptable to jump in the pool to replace a shower for the day. Are you in agreement with that?
Never. I had to get the chlorine off, you know.
Oh, I thought it was insane, but everybody in here looked at me like I was uppity.
No.
I love it. Makes you feel clean.
You do that? That'll be your shower?
Yeah. When I lived with my parents at home, yeah.
Okay.
I was 19.
It's also...
Oh, well, when I was 19, I don't know.
It's also tougher for me. There's never been a point where I thought I got out of the pool, I'm clean.
Yeah.
But it's definitely tougher now because my son, rather than going to the bathroom, will open the door and walk to the edge of the pool and piss in it now.
Awesome.
Because he thinks it's funny. Like one time he pulled down his pants and I was like, dude, don't go on the concrete. He was like starting to pee on the concrete. I was like, just go in the pool.
I think I'd rather have concrete.
And now...
How about grass?
I hate peeing in the pool.
Well, we were
What are you teaching this kid?
We were far from grass.
Oh, because they have turf in the back.
No, you can pee in the turf. We just weren't close to the turf. But
what about the 20-second walk in the house?
There's something about peeing outside, man.
Yeah.
It's not that. It's that.
It is a bonding thing, probably,
also
with the man and his son.
That's huge.
Yeah.
But he doesn't. It's been a while since he's seen a toddler try to walk with their shorts or underwear or diaper around their ankles. They can't do it.
Yeah.
They can't take it off.
They suck.
It's a lot of trust for him to hit the bowl. So it's just easier to go outside, pee wherever you want.
You hit the bowl with your kid?
One day.
Yeah, bro.
One day. I hit time number 6 at Chuck E. Cheese.
Oh, fantastic.
Which means I'm now at $10 per visit, which is exactly half of the cost of the monthly pass. So I think I'm in the green now.
We just need a cash register drop for every time Blake Mentions one of his schemes.
And I now know the time that Chuck E. Cheese walks out for the birthday parties. So I go for that because Brooks loves seeing him walk out.
It's a birthday every week.
Birthday every week for Brooks. I can tell the ethnicity of the person in the mascot now.
How?
Because they do a dance, and I can tell. The one I saw yesterday was just perfectly on beat. He had the moves. I know who was under there.
Okay.
Other locations, I can tell this is an old dude. He doesn't know what he's doing.
Yeah. You get more of a tweaky Chuck E. Cheese, little white tweaky.
And then, so today I had to meet up with Angelo this morning because he'd lost another card.
This is the one you told us about last week, right?
Yeah. So I said, I'll be out the rest of the week. You got to meet me Monday. I know there was a fire on the DART train last week, but somehow find your way downtown. And so I come in here, I drop my stuff, and I told Clayton I'm going to go give this card to Angelo. And Clayton said, I want to meet him. So Clayton and I walked down to Ackerd Station, and Clayton got to meet Angelo.
Yeah, that's an interesting play. I have no desire to ever have the mystery shattered for me. None.
What are your thoughts?
He instantly asked me if I had anything for him.
So I had given him the Venmo card, and he looked, and I said,
we got like...
This is my buddy Clayton. And he said, oh, does he have a card for me too? I said, no, it's just me.
So always be closing.
It's just me. And so then I had the Whataburger gift cards that Scene gave me to give to him. And he's like, how much are on these? I said, I think that's $15 each. And he said, 1,000? I said, no, $15. He said,
Little comedy.
I wish.
Little comedy.
And so then he introduced me to his friend who he said he got him clean clothes and a haircut. And so I think our network is spreading. I think other homeless see that now Angelo has got a little bit of cash and they're after him.
Yeah, he's a sugar daddy.
Yeah. So we got a little bit of a trickle down thing here.
This is just an economy.
So he introduced me to his friend, face tattoos, really tattered.
No need to judge.
I'm just painting the picture.
Okay.
It is kind of interesting. Somebody that needs money would spend the money on it. Although maybe the tattoo is not really the top dollar tattoo.
Yeah. Some of them might have been not his choice.
So
yeah.
So then he tells me that, if I have any clean clothes or knows anyone that wants to donate any clean clothes, like he's trying to help out some people. And he looks at Clayton and he says, although I don't think I could fit in your clothes.
Oh my God!
That should be right away.
Unnecessary.
Right away. He's like, your head depth is way too big for me.
And he said, he's looking at Clayton's shorts. He's like, see, I don't think I could fit in those.
Yeah.
I was like, why are you roasting my friend?
How presumptuous. Like, yeah, you probably were going to give me the shirt off your back, but you're fat, so you can't.
We could use a new tent, though. You could.
What a little asshole.
I couldn't believe he said that.
That's mean. I don't know.
But he doesn't know. Like I've said, he doesn't know these like social norm. Like, don't ask for 2 apple pies when I'm buying your food. I don't know, but
so he has
not a good first impression for Clayton.
He has a new card.
Mm-hmm.
But isn't he about to re-up time anyways? He got the other card about a month ago, right? Or
first of the month.
The amount rolled over, so he's got $150 to spend this month.
Wow.
Damn.
Yeah.
Talk about capital gains. This
Yep.
guy's killing it.
And so my last thing will lead us into Cowboys, because this is the lamest thing I think I've seen in a long time, and it came from our quarterback for the Dallas Cowboys, because we all remember the couple, or maybe you just had a really lame dude friend that would comment. They would comment to each other on their Facebook profiles. So like the girl would say, had a great weekend with my boyfriend. I love him and miss him so much. Then the boyfriend would comment, oh, I love you too, babe. I can't wait to see you again. It's probably the gayest thing I think I've ever seen, and I've definitely done it.
I don't know that I really ever did. And I did have in a relationship for about a week, and then I met Bob and Dan, and I got that changed quickly.
Well, our quarterback did
You just got off Facebook totally. That was like
Nuked it.
15 years ago.
Dak did it on Instagram. Throw out the picture. Just so you see, The caption from Sarah Jane, happy birthday to my person, the best in every way possible. I couldn't love you more, and I cannot wait to be your wife. The top comment from _4DAC. Thank you, my lover. You make me better, and so thankful for what you give me in life. I love you, and I can't count the exclamation marks.
Thank you for your attention to this matter.
It was liked by Obbs. He's a good dude, though. Good teammate. Yeah, I don't love it, but
Kirk Cousins isn't doing that.
no, he is. That's
No
the
way.
problem.
He just might not even know what Instagram is.
Yeah, he might not be on social media.
But he's got the rubber ring.
But that's worse.
He's throwing football. Dude, listen. I'll allow a lot on the Dak front here, but we're not going to put him below Kirk Cousins.
Yeah, we are.
What are we doing?
It's tough. All right, that does lead us into Cowboys.
I think it
and-
should be brought to you by Community. How do you feel
Oh,
about
yeah,
that?
Travis Gafford.
There you go. Travis
Sure.
Gafford, also the guy, just to let you know, he's doing our whole show, who sent me that Dave Raymond Coochie audio. CommunityDFW.com. Hit up Travis and the boys at Community Mechanical HVAC. All your HVAC needs. They installed a nice mini split at my house and my office. They've been out to Blake's house. They actually kept us from dying at Dan's house with some preventative maintenance. It was
Yeah.
an exhaust leak.
Yeah, up in the attic. I just contacted him this weekend because I'm going out of town. And the den,
You packed?
I'm totally packed, but I'm trying to prep for my week off or out of the house. And the dogs like to go up there. And just even when I'm not there, that's their place. And my wife also likes to go up there because she nitpicks me on the temperature everywhere in the house. And I'm like, you can't turn it up to 1,000,000 degrees up there because the dogs go up there. So I can't trust her. She'll jack it right up to 90, and then she just does. She thinks she's saving a ton of money, and it's not. It's a very small amount of money when we passive aggressively change the thermostat. Anyway, Travis said they're going to come over, change my thermostat to give me one of those thermostats. He said it's a real easy thing to do, so that I can control it from my phone. So every morning, I'm just going to wake up and make sure that I keep the temperature at a good temperature for the dogs to not die of heat.
Fantastic.
So the dogs will be alive because of Travis Gafford just because of Community Mechanical.
Yeah,
overall.
and if you're looking to win a fight with your wife or your husband, perhaps they can help you at CommunityDFW.com. The phone number, again, is 469-667-7290. You get a new unit. You'll get a sit-in. You get preventative maintenance. You'll get some merch. But the key is to just at least reach out. Give them a chance to earn your business at CommunityDFW.com.
From the wonderful world of sports, Radio Sports Scoreboard.
Oh, yeah, I like that.
What happened?
I have no idea where to start here. So Friday, it was during the show, right?
It was.
Mm-hmm.
Back
So
half.
beginning of the show, it was like, oh, Diana Rossini has this story that co-authored by Machota in The Athletic, that Micah's people are getting real perturbed and they may do something drastic here. And I was just thinking, okay, whatever. This is agent just trying to drop a little something to, we're negotiating in the media. Jerry's been doing it, so now the agent will do it through a reporter. We'll ride this for like a week or so, and then something will happen next week. And
I agree. I do want to say it did feel like an escalation, but maybe that's just natural. Like he was doing more than CD and like Zach Martin had done by actually.
It just seemed like it's just a lot of
Most likely.
blowhardness, whatever. And then Micah drops a thank you, Dallas, like a goodbye to Dallas tweet where he's, kind of saying Jerry, misrepresented. Like he's naming names. He's spilling tea.
I think the difference between this and before isn't just the request. It is the specificity of it. And he's making very direct claims, and Jerry then had to very directly refute them.
Right. So then, yes, now that's where we have Jerry audio because Jerry talking to the media. We have somehow that turned into Jerry versus Jay-Z. That reading about that. And then somehow, because of Jerry and then Jerry versus Jay-Z, Dez jumps in. And somehow that has morphed into Dez versus Nicki Minaj.
Yeah.
And
it's a great match.
We all, not one of us is thinking, how's this first-year head coach? Like, I forgot Schottenheimer is the head coach.
Perhaps the
I
goal.
forgot that Hunter Lipke is looking good and he's lining up at tight end and all these other different places. I forgot who's the Izaraku. Do I pronounce that correctly? That he's kind of kicking ass. They say so far. But I'm not even thinking about anything with the team.
How could you when Nicki Minaj has GIFs to post and images of Jerry Jones in front of that high school in Little Rock?
Really?
Yeah.
Is she doing that?
Man, I'm
I
pretty
didn't
sure
see
there's
that.
a lot. Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot going on.
We should probably go in order, right?
Just
Like, you want to start with Jerry?
Well, I think you even start with Micah because we just know that the basic disagreement is they had a meeting back in March, and I saw David Moore report that Micah initiated that. That's the only place I've seen it described as one or the other, but we'll go with that. So that Micah reached out, said he wanted a meeting with Jerry to talk about, and the idea was going to be they were going to talk about leadership, which I guess does make sense. Like Micah's getting to that point of his career. DeMarcus Lawrence just left. Other side of the ball, Zach Martin. So you're talking about key veteran pieces leaving. You know by how much they're shading Trayvon Diggs right now that they expect guys to step up and be leaders if they're paying them. So I think that's like a legitimate expectation Micah had that that's what they were going to talk about. And according to Micah, they did. And then the conversation turned to his contract and what he wanted out of it. He says he completed that conversation kind of with a like, oh, good, bet my agent will call you. And when the agent called and talked to a representative for the Cowboys, that representative said, that deal's done. We have a deal. It's when do you want to sign it? So
this is different than DeMarcus Lawrence. They were actually going
lowballing.
with back and forth with figures. Then he did meet with Jerry.
He said, go get your dad. He actually said that to the public. Like, I told him, go get your dad.
They did get together. They came to an agreement. And then, of course, the agent and Steven then did the dotted the I's and stuff.
This feels there is normally it's just water under the bridge. Bygones are bygones. Money makes pain go away for the player. They kind of grin and bear it and carry a little resentment. Like, you see what CD's doing this year where he's like, yeah, it screwed my season last year. They'll carry that, but once they get paid, it kind of heals. It's shocking to me that we're having to tell them that Micah's different. Like, I've sat across from him a total of 10 minutes in my life, and I can tell you he's different. I feel like he always has that feeling, that's how I wrote it in the piece this morning. I feel like he always kind of has that, there's a huge red button over there, and his hand's like hovering over it to freak you out. And he's just like, what are you going to do? He knows that he's very smart and that he doesn't need the Cowboys for shit. I think Dak kind of did in both of his negotiations because he's not Patrick Mahomes. He's the Cowboys quarterback, though. He's not the best of the best.
Yeah, I don't know, though. Being a quarterback, that's where I wanted to look at Dak versus Micah here. Because I feel like Dak kind of did it right. Like, Dak knows what Kirk Cousins got. If he's on the open market. Think of it, Kirk Cousins. Even at when Kirk Cousins signed it, you would not have been excited about signing Kirk Cousins. But there's going to be 5 or 10 teams out there that would be very excited because if you've been in the I can't find a quarterback for decade mode, you can't believe a guy that is proven to be even, top 15 would be dicked around by his team. So Dak knew if I go out there, I'll get $60 million a year, guarantee or whatever, $50 million a year, whatever he ends up getting.
Maybe Dak is a bad example, but I do think like if you think about like Dez, since Dez has been coming up in this deal, I never thought Dez was going to leave. I think Dez knew this. I have to be here. This is my support system. This is the ecosystem where I grew up. You look what happened when he tried to leave. Now, there was a number of other things going on.
But See,
that's what Zeke, I feel like, needed to be here.
But that's the way Micah has always painted himself as. He even said it in the media, like, I will sign a below-market deal.
Yeah, and he may still do that.
But here's what I think. I think
he doesn't need them at all.
But I think Micah,
he's a brand beyond them now.
He doesn't, but I think that he's handled this all wrong in that and I don't want to side on management and everything, but I feel like he puts that out there, and then his agent goes behind closed doors and says the exact opposite.
I do,
because I think he's got a baller agent that's looking for every angle, and he's smart enough to see how the Cowboys have dealt with other players and what needs to be done, and that's what's going on here. And so, yeah, Micah to the press is like, yeah, I'd love to take a below market deal as long as we can win. That's all I want to do is win. And then his agent gets behind closed doors and it's like, yeah, okay, whatever. Anyway, you want us to, should we wait and see if Myles Garrett signs? Should we wait? Like, he's thinking of the exact way to, he's got to show other clients that I'm going to get every last dollar I can for you. So I kind of think.
Yeah, I think
the Cowboys are getting mixed. I'll bet you the Cowboys are getting mixed messages. I'll bet you with Jerry, there was some parameters of a deal talked about, and I'll bet you that agent is like, none of that matters at all, what they said, because what matters is the bottom line. And here's what else I think about this, is that now the Cowboys have never proven that they will ride this out, but they are in the better negotiating spot right now because Micah's contract is not up. And they can slap a franchise tag on him for a couple of years before it gets too out of control to actually be able to. So Dak played it right and said, okay, slap the franchise tag on me. It's going to be great because then I'm going to be paid top. Like, whatever happens, the franchise tag is life-changing money. It's going to pay for your kids, grandkids' colleges and all that kind of stuff if you don't live too big, right? You don't have to be Mark Colombo or anything, but you see the guy that used to just mow his lawn in Louisville and
I think we've always
nice little $275,000.
Doug Free.
Doug Free, is that
yeah.
Okay, but you see what I'm saying. I really think at this time, doing it so early and dropping the bomb of I want to trade now, it seems ahead of time.
Here's the
to
thing.
Me.
I don't think he's even really negotiating. I think he's fucking around.
Micah?
Yeah. I think he's like, well, these guys like to talk a lot of, last week they're bringing up his injury.
That's a major F around, though.
What are they going to do? They're either going to, nothing is going to change. I think he is like, he sees that they like to play a little PR game. And I think part of the reason they do it may be the creating buzz thing, but I think also they just have like this paternalistic, you will kneel before me attitude. I don't care.
The Cowboys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they can. And I think he's just like, oh, yeah, well, maybe
but I think
I'm going to make it hard for you.
They do it publicly. But I think that Mike, like, the reason Dak did it right is he didn't say anything. He's like, hey, my guys are taking care of it. Now, he got a little colorful at camp last year, if you remember. He was willing to say a lot more than he ever did before.
I forgot about that. Dark Dak.
Mm-hmm. But he also, it was just kind of like,
he was like, oh, maybe I'll play somewhere else.
Passive-aggressive. Yeah, it was, but he knew in the end it's all going to work out, and it did.
He was also practicing.
And he was practicing. That's what Micah should be doing. Micah should be practicing. He should be like, hey, my guys are going to deal with it. But like you said, Micah is a different person. He is not Dak. Because he should just sit, ride it out, and look at what's going to happen at the end. Like 3 years from now, if he signs the top, they might be making $45 million a year by then. So just sit back and wait. Because like Kirk Cousins, it all worked great for Kirk Cousins.
Yeah, I mean, there is the injury factor, right?
Sure, but
left out there.
They play, there's injury factor the first couple years of a career too. Like,
no, I know it's just a very weird labor situation where their contracts are not guaranteed, but it's the most dangerous game. But you have to get a second contract.
That's really what it's all about. Get to that second contract.
And the only tool you have to apply pressure is kind of holding out, just to piss your team off because it's a headache. And I think the Cowboys make it a little bit more of a headache for the player. And I think Micah's just like, I want to play too. And the crazy thing is, we'll play some of this audio. I don't know if you've seen the picture. Someone from the Star Telegram, I think, took it. It's just the tower the coaching tower out at training camp, where you've got up top, you've got Stephen Jones and a bunch of his family members and staff members. And then down at field level on the left, you have Trayvon and Micah sitting there together, kind of hiding, like tucked away in a corner. And on the other end, you have Jerry and Will McClay over there, kind of tucked away, hiding. And, maybe it's dramatic, but these people are all just talking shit about each other 15 yards, 20 yards away from each other. Like, Jerry's standing there saying, he's being asked this question with Micah kind of walking behind him. Oh, am I up? Oh, yeah, we didn't communicate that well.
Jerry, are you considering trading Micah Parsons?
Well, let's put it like this.
Micah's like pretty close right there. They're all there. Trayvon's there. When they're talking about finding him, they're like, Trayvon's lazy. He needs to get here. And he's just over there, like on the juggling machine, like, what? It's a very odd dynamic. And Jerry said a lot of nothing, but we can get to a little bit of it here.
Do you think this relationship is salvageable?
Already trouble, I would say, because Jerry's actually having to think about that. And that's really what I think this comes down to, is when it's all said and done at the end, is there any net negative or positive effect? And it's hard for me to think that doing it this way with no benefit to your roster management, no benefit to your cap, what is the benefit? Because we all know how it's going to end. It's just, it doesn't, I don't see the benefit.
Do you think this relationship is salvageable?
I think the relationship is what it is.
Oh, man. He goes on a little bit here, but
I heard he said he views this trade demand or trade request just like he views a injury report of a sore back.
Yes, he did say that multiple times. Let me see if I can pull you up here.
Which just means Micah is out right now with a sore back.
Yeah.
And he's kind of saying, well, when he gets paid, that back won't be sore like Greg Ellis.
That's just part of negotiation.
Would you ever consider trading Micah?
Again, I don't really place that with any real seriousness. Micah's got a bad back. That's like being traded.
Did the request?
I mean, if I'm Mike, I don't love that,
But that's the truth. Jerry's right.
Yeah.
That's he gets it. And see, now this is where Dak did it right, because he never publicly pantsed Jerry. Jerry doesn't want to be publicly pantsed. He doesn't want it. Like Micah throwing that trade thing out, if there was a chance he signs his contract this week, it's now out the door.
Because you think they need more time to save face?
Yeah, because now it looks like, all you have to do if you're a star player is tweet that you want out, and then I'm going to sign you. No, that's not the way it works. You're under contract. You're under contract for the full year, and I could franchise you for a couple years after that. So how about you get to work? The problem is that the Cowboys in the past have always caved. Now, the Cowboys of the past also didn't have this Jerry, who I think is kind of even more realizing he's at the end of the road and just trying to soak it all in and enjoy everything. I think he really thought that team with Zeke had a very good Super Bowl chance. I don't think they believe this team does, and they shouldn't. I think they're more realistic about this team.
I think you're crazy.
I don't know.
I don't think they go trade for George Pickens right now if they don't think like, hey, this is it. Because he's not going to be here next. I mean, I guess he could be, but it's hard to imagine. But they also are. I
guess that'll be the key.
That's all in for them.
I would love to see though, Micah. The thing is, Micah has to leave.
I know.
To really and even Micah there now, it's really makes more of a distraction. I would think for everybody.
I think he played he wanted to go so that he could look like I'm leadership guy, but now that he's there
and doing this, he's not leadership guy.
No, it's so
but
much worse.
If you talk about CD saying last year was tough for him because he wasn't getting his reps in practice, at least in training camp. What about Micah? How is Matt Eberflus going to deploy Micah? Micah has been used differently now this is his fourth defensive coordinator. So, am I right on that? Was Zimmer third? The point is...
Wow. No, he didn't play for Mike Nolan, did he? No.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
His first year was with DQ. So...
But yeah,
the point is, are we going to use him more? Yeah, obviously more as a pass rusher, but how, are we going to deploy him at all as a linebacker anymore? Like, how are we going to work this in? I would think this is pretty important for Eberflus to have Micah, this is the guy you build everything around. It all stems from him.
I think
and Dak at least did realize I got to be out there and practice. If I want to be viewed as a leader, I have to be on the field and practicing. And Micah is now like, wait, this is my last year. What if I get an injury this year? It's a mess, dude.
So
everything's a mess.
The contention from Jerry is we talked back then in March, and there was a deal. That was the deal. So now they're kind of, and this was in David Moore's tweet too, which to me looked like he had clearly talked to someone from the Jones family and was kind of relaying their message, which is he a man of his word or not? Like framing it that way.
Wait, who's saying that? Micah's saying that about Jerry, or Jerry's saying
Jones's message is like, hey, he agreed to this back in March. Is he a man of his word or not? And I think that is a disastrous game to play with human beings. Not everybody allows you to just say whatever you want about him and then be like, I mean, I know that's how it works. Like nationally, we see it in politics. Like, hey, this guy's a pedophile. And then a month later, you're like, I'd love to work with you.
Yeah.
But not everybody's like that. And I don't know that Jerry and Nim can just do this to everyone.
Well, what did Jerry say? Actually, okay, because I have a relatable thing what happened with us at our old radio station with how this works. But
I got a couple more.
I want to plug a brand. This is speaking of the Cowboys. They are going to be the title sponsor of our trip out to training camp this year. A brand new sponsor we have today, Flooring Direct DFW. Flooring Direct.
So not Dubai. The D is not for Dubai.
I don't know. Anyway, it's Flooring Direct.
It is, and it's flooringdirectdfw.com/DZ. They are a new sponsor here. This is a sweet deal because they'll just come on out to you. And like we were talking about earlier, if you decide to roll with Flooring Direct, they also have a buy now, pay later, up to 36 months of zero interest financing, nothing down. They will meet or beat any competitor's offers. They are big on, hey, check our records. Look at the work. 4.8 review on Google with thousands.
Yeah, their local service is a big deal for them. Like you'll be able to contact them and get a hold of them, and they'll get back to your place if you need to. Back to school season. And they have a back-to-school deal, like you said, 36 months of zero interest financing, no money down. Redo your whole your floors. Oh, and they got some countertops, too. Countertops.
Yeah, and we were talking...
Schedule a in-home visit.
And they're going to leave it cleaned up. It's not like as they're doing the project, you're living in a war zone.
Oh, we were talking to Dan over the weekend from Flooring Direct.
Things you don't think about.
He said
other flooring companies will just kind of leave your house a wreck.
No, but he said they clean, not when they're done with the project, like every day. Every day. So flooringdirectdfw.com/DZ. That's a very important part of the program. And so is this. Apparently they have like a jingle. Takes a little while. You ready? You ready? Here it comes. Here it comes. Here it comes.
The nicest. We've got the best prices at Flooring Direct.
Dang. Are we legit now?
I mean, I didn't make
they're
that,
legit.
But they're legit. Mine's
so the
fun.
Yeah, they're our title sponsor for our trip out to California. That's sweet. Thanks, Flooring Direct.
Or Blake will be.
And thank you, Spencer McKenzie's. Anyway, so the big thing is that like the way this looks is Jerry is trying to do the contract without agents. And he even like stated that, right?
He did.
Like they don't want to get, they would like to do it without these pesky agents.
Okay.
Knowing all these and knowing all these.
That's the part of audio I think you need.
Oh, okay.
Because he's got a very, I think I understand his analogy here, but there was a lot of talk on social media.
The offer you had in March still on the table?
What?
The deal, the offer.
It's a great drop.
Is the offer you had in March still on the table?
What?
The deal, the offer you had in March, the meeting of the minds, is that still on the table?
Micah took it off.
He took it off, so it's not on the table?
He took it off. No, he took it off. I'm just saying he took it off.
Okay.
I'm not, don't put an answer there, please.
Okay.
He took it off.
Okay.
And because of that, that's why.
It's very important.
Okay.
And because of that, that's why you're like, I don't want to negotiate with his people right now.
Well, I know that, I know I grew up when Mama wouldn't let me do something, going to Daddy, and Daddy let me do it, and going back in saying to Mama, Daddy said I could do it. That old Mama Daddy stuff, we got here doing that by nature. So we're not going to do that.
So my first thought was that Micah's the kid, and that Jerry's the like, let's say the daddy, and the agent is the mommy, because he's like, oh, you know, I go talk to my dad, and it's like, oh, we're just talking about this and that, and you're like, all right, cool, and then you're like, well, that's not really wanted, so I go to mom. But there's also a scenario where Jerry's the child, because he just wants to talk to Micah, who's dad here, because he knows he's like, he can talk to him. He'll actually work with me a little bit. Don't call mom, because she's just a bitch.
Yeah.
She's pressing me for all these details about where I'm going. I'm just going to go to dad and kind of do the cool flyby.
Yeah. Micah's the dad because he's like, I'm good with this deal here. And then mom says, no, you can't do that. Well, that's what dad said.
I don't know.
Silly, but
it actually got me thinking more than I would like.
Mm-hmm.
But that's his thing on the agent is I'm not, and that plus the Jay-Z thing.
Well, hold on that. I just want to say the agent thing is something that I totally lived through, which is very, very real, and have been told agents just screw things up, and by the boss at the ticket where we worked, and was legit told, like, he would absolutely go around the agents to try to talk to us, and we would say, we just don't feel comfortable with this because we work with you on a day-to-day basis and we want to have a good relationship going forward. So we understand these things can get a little contentious or whatever. So we're paying this guy and we want him, and he does this thing. You do this for a living. You have everybody at the Wolf, everybody at all these other radio stations. You do contract negotiations all the time. This isn't a big deal for you. For me, or luckily for us, it was like every 5 years. Started out every 1 year, then every 2 years, then it was every 5 years. Once things are going well, we'll give you a 5-year deal. Okay, but that means once every 5 years we're going through this. I don't know how to do it. Like, if you're weathered and you do something, the 10,000-hour rule, you're going to get good at it, and you're good at it. And that's why another reason we just don't feel good about it. But come on. I mean, you deal with these agents, you got to give them a percentage.
They're not on the team.
And if you give them a percentage of that, I mean, that's going to be the number anyway. So why would you even use an agent? And shouldn't you think about your family? Like, that was a big thing too. Your family. And then I start to think of 2 little girls, and they're playing, and we're going in the pool, and like, yeah, man, my family. That's who I care about. Not that fat cat agent who's just trying to take all this money from me. Man, you're right. Like, that's what he wanted us to think. And so that's and that's the thing with these players too. Although Micah is one of the more knowledgeable players of how this stuff works, but they want to, if I can get a verbal deal with you, and then we deal with the agent knows the ins and outs of everything. Like, that's a very intricate.
Well, the part that you're also not
NFLPA agreement.
The part that you're not mentioning here, and you always had the best analogy, was like, not to make this all tickety, but like when I first was told I was going to be put under contract, typically, like if you were a real hitter, these guys, you were negotiating with Dan Bennett. But since I was new, for some reason, it was like you're going to negotiate with Jeff.
Our direct boss, yeah.
Yeah, our direct boss. And Dan's deal was always the manager of a baseball team doesn't go sign the players to contracts. They deal with them every day.
Right. Brian Schottenheimer is not
They have a common
doing the
goal.
contract.
Like, whatever you think of the person or they think of you, you're going to see each other every day. You need to have a productive working.
Well, that's when we got an agent.
Especially in creativity spaces, right?
That's when we got an agent, our second or third deal or whatever it was.
and you
That's
told
when
me
Pat
that.
was negotiating our contract with us, and we were like, this isn't right.
No, but even if he were awesome,
And we had to get an
it's
agent.
just
And
not. It doesn't make sense. Like there's a reason Brian Schottenheimer is not going over to Micah. He's just there for you. You know the stuff Schotty said about Micah. That's all he should be saying. Hey, I'm here to support him. Whatever. So that's the other thing too is that at every step, it's really just about driving a wedge between you and the things that's not them. And David Mugolette is going to be around like a lot longer than Jerry or Steven. You know, he's a Forbes whatever. This is the most powerful agent in the game. Micah has his own brand. He talks a lot already about like, what do you think I'm going to do whenever I can't get football money? I just think that not necessarily they've met their match because the rules are very heavily tilted in the Cowboys' favor. I would more say they've bit off a little more than they can chew here. And
the Cowboys have?
Yes, and I knew the second he started using Dez's name how this was going to go.
See, I wonder, though.
Second. What do you think? Dez is like, oh, probably just let that slide.
What does bother me a little bit is it's the year early thing.
I know.
Like if they were up against, I'm about to franchise tag you. Well, that's where commonly you will see guys like.
I don't like it, but
he
it's
never
the
got.
way it
They
is.
picked up his fifth-year option right away, right? And this is the fifth year, and so this is part of the game. This is what's in the NFLPA, and
can I also note that in that agreement with the players, there is the if you sign the guy early, you could have his cap hit be like $7 million.
Right. So no, it's actually better for the team.
That's what I'm saying is that even if
Micah's
you don't
trying
want to
to do
feel
here.
for Micah, they actually have a reason to do this.
Right. It would be a better thing for them to do. They should be forcing Micah to the table.
Which also to tell you how Micah knows about how much he knows about the public and the perceptions, he put in his note, hey, I went to him after the third year and tried to negotiate then. I'm not saying he's making that up. What I am saying, he knows exactly how that's going to play online because he knows the narrative is these guys wait and it costs them money and it costs them players. He's as online as we are. So he knows.
Well, and they couldn't do it him then because they were still D'ing around with Dak and
CD. That's
and
right.
CD because they waited too long on them.
So
how did we get to Jay-Z?
So Jay-Z was, I don't know his specific title at the time with Rock Nation Sports, but that was the new agency that he was running as part of Rock Nation, I guess, I don't even know, entertainment. But they had branched out into sports. You'd seen this before with like Lil Wayne or Master P had founded agencies. And they got Dez, and they signed that 5 for $70 that was done like the day before the tag was to be put on him. And at the time, it was kind of novel because here's Jerry throwing up the rock, and, it's cool. He's in the 30-30, 40-40? 40-40 club with like a premier nightclub Jay-Z owns up there with Dez and Steven and Jerry. But the point that Jerry makes here is actually kind of a good one.
If you're a must, then why would you not talk to the agent? Since you're a must in the conversation, why would you yourself not talk to the agent?
Because the agent, when we have a problem within a team and a player, I don't ever find the agent. He's nowhere to be found. Okay? Jay-Z said that Micah would make not Micah, but that Dez would make all meetings. Jay-Z and I negotiated the contract. We spent hours negotiating the contract, Jay-Z. And he said, anybody in my organization is on time. He said, my office used to be on the street corner, and I've always been early. So they will be on time. I said, where did I sign? But I'm going to call you. Finally, he quit taking my call.
So that,
So we're saying Dez didn't make all the meetings on time. That's what he's saying there. Right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So does Dez just sit back and go, oh, okay. I'll just let Jerry say some stuff, and I won't respond online. My point is Dez jumped in right away.
I
right?
know, but I also think this was entirely unnecessary. First of all, he's old, and he's kind of probably doing the deal where, like, 7 conversations that kind of happened and others that didn't go together. First of all, Jay-Z wasn't Dez's agent. He was the head of the company.
Yeah.
You know, it's not like, I don't know a good example, but there's other foot soldiers out there that are, Jay-Z's there. He's helping you negotiate. But if the idea was that if Dez is late for the Tuesday 8, that they're going to call fucking Jay-Z. Like, that was never the agreement, and that was never the expectation. But Jerry's saying it to be bombastic.
Yeah.
So when you say something to be
And
bombastic,
Dez is just sitting at
about
home minding his
Dez,
own business, and all of a sudden he's in the news here.
and he loves being in the news, it seems like, for as much as he's like, oh, keep my name out of your mouth. I think he likes being in the news now. He's not the only one, because Rock Nation put out a statement. The company put out a statement like, this is comical. This did not happen. There was no conversation about, hey, we're going to call you if he's late, and we didn't answer the call. They basically just said this is all BS. And Dez, for his part, you know, he wanted the world to know that you keep his name out of your mouth as well. His first one was, I don't think it's smart to mention my name. I kept quiet about a lot of unfair shit. We can have story time if that's what we're doing. So this is interesting because I was talking to my wife about this last night, and it occurred to me, this is the story. Dez definitely knows where a lot of bodies are buried. There's no doubt that if he wanted today to just release the Epstein files on what he knows about the Cowboys, it would be news. But the problem is he can't do that because they have far more damaging information on him.
Yes.
So, like, whatever
trouble they've
impact
gotten
he
him
thinks-
out of.
That's the thing. And that's
They're like,
how
you know
they
what?
hit
We're
you.
going to let the monkey story leak out to make sure that just distracts people from other stuff that could be.
Sure. Yeah. And this tape that they like, that is how they are mafia-like, because they get enough material on you. And if you stay in the good graces, you're fine. But so Dez is kind of like, oh, you guys want to start trading stories? I promise you.
Dez does not want to.
He does not want to do that. So this should have just died there. But it didn't, because Nicki Minaj, who is formerly a Rock Nation artist, is crazy and has a whole lot of problems, some of them probably legitimate, with her former record label and with Jay-Z and the other executives there. I think she's like off the deep end, like believes in lizard people type thing. You guys know what I'm talking about. Like the conspiracy theorist type who are like, they actually believe that the president's a lizard.
I have her famous tweet.
Yes. If you want to kind of remind everyone of what her
well, this was vaccine.
This was during
related.
COVID.
My cousin in Trinidad won't get the vaccine because his friend got it and became impotent. His testicles became swollen. His friend was weeks away from getting married. Now the girl called off the wedding. Would you do that if Chuck's testicles swelled up a little bit? You calling off the whole wedding? Like, is your whole love for him based on the testicle size of Chuck?
Maybe you're more excited. Look, with each passing day, his love for me grows.
He's saving up.
So she's just talking to people who don't want to get vaxxed. She says, so just pray on it and make sure you're comfortable with your decision, not bullied.
Okay, Nicki Minaj.
Yeah. So what got her tweeting at Dez?
Well, I don't even know that she was necessarily claiming that it was Dez. It was that she initially wanted to go at Jay-Z, and Dez was just kind of in the way. Because, you know, Rock Nation and Jay-Z and them being kind of shitty, that was brought up by Jerry. So I think Nicki Minaj just wanted to jump on Jerry's wave and be like, yeah, they suck. They do business poorly. And Dez was just there. But he responded. I commend him for this. I think you get one sensible response out of Dez, and if you get that, you're happy. Because if you keep pushing him, it's not going to get to 2. And his first response was just something like, hey, a video. He's like, Nicki Minaj, I'm a fan. Like, leave me out of this. And she did not. She responded with article with quotes and screenshots from when he quote unquote beat up his mom. Early in his career, when his mom was, I believe she was in active addiction at the point, she was beating up on him, and he grabbed her. So now, the idea that he's just going to say, leave me out of this after the mom thing gets brought up, it's over. Whatever professional or, mental health development Des has had, that's not happening. And she's got a lot in her history, like the fact that her husband, a lot of people think raped somebody when he was younger, like convicted sex offender. So now Des is like, hey, let's go. It's drama time. It's skeleton time. So he brings that up. And there's a lot more in here. We could stop down and read every tweet. There's accusations of racism, of holding other black people down. That's what she's accusing Jay-Z of doing. But the upshot is, once Des is like, hey, your husband's a pedophile, Nicki Minaj was like, no, he's not, and he'll whip your ass. You want to put up $10 million? And I don't know, this 6'3", 225 all-pro wide receiver was like, go to the bank and give me an address.
Well, yeah, she said, I'm so happy you brought this up. I'll give you $10 million in cash if you come fight him, since you beat up your own mom. And then a lot of other stuff, and that ended with Des Bryant's booty hole allegedly leaks as an adult. So I'm not sure where she got that information. I actually want to play Dez's audio response to this after I mention Qualis Roofing, because they are awesome. They are like one of our first sponsors. And you're going to get us to tell you about the sponsors every 15 minutes or so during the program.
Thank you.
It's not too bad, right? For one spot? To hear one spot every 15 minutes?
I feel like there are other places with even more.
Yeah, we have like 8 spots every 15 minutes. But yeah, Qualis Roofing, so many people have said they're awesome. Not just because some people say, you know what? I originally called them 817-500-9008 just to get the free Dumb Zone T-shirt that they offer with the free roof inspection.
And then they hooked me.
And then, he says then all of a sudden we found out, oh, look, I got roof damage and the insurance will cover it, and I'm only paying deductible out of pocket. Like me. That's what I did.
And we found out Friday, even if your insurance doesn't cover it, they know loopholes.
Yeah.
Because they got our sit-in a roof through his previous insurance company. So they know all the tricks of the trade.
I think they just want to help you out however they can. And I am not BSing you. I've not had a single person say bad experience with Qualis. And there are hundreds at this point. These are good dudes. They're going to treat you right. And, if they're not going to give you the best deal, they'll just tell you, go elsewhere. But you owe it to yourself to give them a call, 817-500-9008 or QualisGC.com.
So I got Des.
I feel like we should probably step away.
What do you mean?
He's here.
Oh, is he? Well, let's hear, or you want to hear this with Charles Haley?
Yeah, that's fine.
Because, Des.
We're going to have all week.
Des responds to Nicki Minaj, but I thought it was entertaining. So, yeah, okay, we will step away because Jake gets whatever Jake wants.
Let's hold this over.
Is somebody in there? Sir, can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Sir.
I don't know if I'm okay.
Can you get out for me?
I'm hurting. Let me get my phone. I gotta call somebody.
All right.
Yeah, we're calling Eliana.
Before you call the insurance company, call Frankel first. Frankel and Frankel. Call 214 or 817 all threes.
Our main goal at Game Day Men's Health is to have each man feel his absolute best. You're not just a number. We care about each person. We want you to come in. We want you to optimize your testosterone. We want you to live your dreams.
Anything?
See, the rings are a lot harder than people think. He's gonna be ripped and he doesn't have to go through the contact of football.
Yeah, it totally makes sense, man. It's so great that you're showing me pictures of your family. This is all I ever wanted, over the years we've worked together. Sometimes the work gets in the way, there's a little distance or a lot of distance, and now we're just here having chips, being friends, and enjoying each other's company, man.
Or brothers. It feels like we're brothers, or you're even a father figure I never had. And actually, if you're cool with it, I'd love for you to be my grandpa.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
I love that, man. Blake's grandpa, man. This is great. Everything's perfect
Feels
now.
right. Feels
yeah.
right.
Anything?
What is this? The opening ceremony of the Butt Buddy Olympics or something?
Wait, what's he doing here?
Well, my dream is to make fun of your dream. And I couldn't have imagined to be this good.
Yeah, he's got a point.
What? He's got a point. Whose side are you on? Grandpa Jake. Blake's grandpa.
That was your dream. Now we're in his dream.
Game Day Men's Health. Live your dreams. Most of them.
You're listening to The Dumb Zone.
Should we promote something here? Or just say hello to Charles Haley?
We made him wait long enough. I'd say we say hello to Charles Haley. Hall of Fame.
The great Charles Haley. Yeah, 4th round pick. Ends up an NFL Hall of Famer. 5 rings. In studio with us last year. Nobody fought too hard, right? We got along. Did we all get along?
Puppet. I don't know if we did or not.
Boy,
I
you
think
look like
people-
you're just chilling.
But I'm back.
Yeah.
That's all that matters.
It's all that really
The great Charles Haley.
Yes, here for Tackle Tomorrow.
Now, you think there's a guy that knows about distractions on a team and craziness going on? If you were on the 90s Cowboys.
Make today look like child's play.
It feels like if you got to mix in the winning, that helps it, right?
Winning cures all diseases.
Yeah. So, what do you see the Cowboy? Oh, I also want to apologize for this guy. I told you he won't be here tomorrow because of the way he treated you guys.
Be nice.
I'm in the bathroom during the break, as one will do, and I see I have a text from 25 minutes ago. Charles Haley is here. They're in the green room. Why wouldn't you just walk them in? We're in the middle of Cowboys talk. This is Charles Haley. We're still in the middle of Cowboys. We wanted to keep our discussion going and play some
Charles,
audio. And
he can leave now.
No.
You want to get rid of him?
No, I like him, man. He's cool.
All right.
He's having a kid tomorrow. Not him, but.
You sure? It's 2025.
I was going to say, yeah.
We're going to find out tomorrow.
The only update I have for Charles is after our visit last time, I did MC an event with Charles and with DeMarcus Ware.
Yeah.
And he said that haircut is awful, and that's the last time I've had that haircut. So there's more of a hard part on the side.
Yeah, you look better today.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. I appreciate you.
You got the face on a mother could love.
Aw, that's sweet.
I guess that's why you do radio, right?
That's whatever it is we're doing now.
Hey.
I don't know, getting to talk to you.
Yeah, your hair is doing something funny up there.
We are in.
Wait, he had messed it up. Look at the picture. He had grabbed my hair.
I didn't do that.
He was right.
Tackle Tomorrow. This is Charles Haley's foundation, and there is a dinner. There is a golf tournament. This is all taking place. For example, we've got Tuesday, September 9th for the Night with Legends, and then we've got Wednesday,
That's
September
the thing
10th.
that you emceed last year? All right.
Wednesday, September 10th for the golf tournament. Rick.
That's not the thing that you did.
At tackletomorrow.com.
Jake doesn't golf. Yeah.
And I don't know. From afar, I've just don't yell at me.
No, I got to give y'all white folks something to be good at. Hey, let y'all do the water sports, all the cold weather stuff, man. We good.
Not a skier?
Who?
Skier. You don't ski? Downhill skiing?
No.
Snowboard?
No, I told you, man. Damn. Y'all always whining. Brothers we try to give y'all some stuff.
You're gonna let me play hockey?
Yeah.
If we're gonna have this conversation honestly, though, I feel like we have a new breed of white.
What is that?
They didn't have guys like Cooper Flagg when I was growing up. They did not have. If you're saying it's been dominated, you got like white cornerbacks. The Eagles have a white cornerback. I feel like we're coming back a little bit.
You mean a safety?
They have a white corner and a white safety.
There's only one though.
It was one. It was Scott Case was the white cornerback in back with Atlanta.
Yeah, and they'd Seahorn, but I feel like we're coming. But we were dead for a long time. Look out!
Y'all, hey, you know what? It's
Look
just
out.
like tennis and golf. You got one or two speckling around in there, but hey, they ain't gonna last too long. I don't believe.
How's life?
Life is good, man. Every day wake up with a new mission to try to help kids.
I love it. What's the day-to-day like on that front? Like, how often do you?
Well, more or less right now we're in the fundraising part of it, and I find that it's hard to raise money for black and brown kids than it is for a dog. I can raise more money for a dog than I can for a black and brown kid, but we're gonna keep working at it.
You just tell people it's for a dog.
Yeah, well, you know what? Hey, you get treated like that, so you shouldn't say that.
I feel you. So, again, Rick at tackletomorrow.com if you'd like in on either one of these two things. Great cause. And I've just always respected from afar, just that you dedicated your life to giving back after you got out. I think it's really, really cool.
Well, we have to do something. They said we're saved by grace, but then you're not saved by grace unless you do some good work. And I'm going to do a whole lot of work because I need a whole lot of grace.
I feel you.
Are you paying attention to the current Cowboys situation? What's going on?
I hear it. I hear the noise.
He was out there.
I hear the noise.
Oh, you're at camp this year?
Yeah.
Okay. What was that like? What do you do there?
It was great, man. I just hung out, more blessed listening, seeing how guys are, bonding. You have to. If the key to winning is bonding. If, you don't have guys talking to each other, or fighting, fussing. Saying this is my job. Because in the past, all guys do is just everybody's friends, and I don't understand that. This is my job. You ain't taking it. And if somebody's not challenging me for my job, then it's not worth having. So. I try to tell the guys, the only way that you can truly be great is you gotta ball them up and say, this is mine. Hey, come take it.
You've been around so many teams in your life. Can you go to a training camp, observe it for a day or two, and get a feel, this one is different than the one before? Because for us, it's all the same. We're not in it. But can you feel like, oh, this camp is more demanding, this camp is more aggressive or intense, this camp is softer? Is that something you can tell? We used to hear like Camp Cupcake with Wade, that sort of thing.
Well, I think for me now it's more of coaching, watching the coaching style, see if they are really giving the players some technique. Mostly they just, like college, they just put you out there and say go. And, at some point, skill takes over. And if you don't teach technique, then the kids will never develop skill. So that's one of the biggest things. And the other thing, too, is you just look at the pieces of the puzzle that's being placed around the team. And that's what builds confidence. So right now, because of Pickens, everybody feels a little bit more energy, and that's going to bring a lot more excitement to the game. And so we'll see. They just got to get a running back, I guess, or because they want to run the ball.
It seems like it.
Which is odd, yeah, that they kind of ignored that in free agency, just for some of the bigger names, I think. What do you make of the whole Micah contract situation that's going on right now? Does that affect a team adversely?
We all been through contracts, man. I don't think it affects the team. Everybody knows that he's going to be there. It's just at what point. Jerry got to figure out the money part, and then, he'll get paid. It's just like Emmett. What? It's a distraction. Yeah, guys will feel it, but you got to play. You got to play through it. And at some point, Jerry gonna pull the trigger.
So you were on the team that year that Emmett held out the first two games of the season? right?
You take a guess.
Yeah. No, but I mean,
I
what?
won 3 Super Bowls with the Cowboys, was I there or not?
I get it. So
why are you asking a dumb question? I guess
I'm just kind of confirming.
I wasn't going to say it, Charles.
There you
but
go.
I was kind of thinking.
Yeah, So, how is that affecting you day to day then when you're there? And
Like
everybody,
guys
media's
joke about
asking you
it,
about
or-
it. Other people are asking. You're watching it. You're losing the first 2 games of the season. Are you thinking, what the hell?
A, the media didn't ask me questions. B,
were they afraid of you?
I don't know what they were. I didn't care because I wasn't gonna be available anyway.
Okay.
I could care less about Charles Haley. It's about my teammates. So I'll let them have all that glory. I just want to play, have fun, and win. But I don't. You know what, Emmett? It was guys thought that we couldn't win without Emmett. We knew at some point Emmett would be in, but when you start when the team start feeling like we can't win without one person, and the media did most of driving that piece into the wood. Every time we turn around, well, the productivity, we need Emmett, and then at some point it started wearing into guys' head, and they start believing that one person is the reason why we can win or can't win.
I don't know if this is true or not, but there is an article after you guys lost the second game. This is Buffalo. And they sort of almost in retrospect credit Charles Haley for the Cowboys signing Emmitt Smith, because it says here after the second loss, Haley made headlines for smashing his helmet through a concrete wall in the locker room, showing his displeasure with the team's inability to sign Emmitt Smith. The Cowboys quickly relented and reached an agreement with Smith the following week.
Well,
do you recall any of this?
Well, hey, I don't know. I don't know about that made Jerry get Emmett back. My thing was I want to take excuses out the game, and if Emmett's going to be the reason why we win, bring Emmett in. Like I said, a team divided shall fall, and right then we were divided, and we couldn't hold up our standard of excellence. So. We had to fight for each other, and that's what we do.
So where were we in talking about what's going on in the offseason or right now? So Micah, as you know, is unsigned. Or excuse me, he's signed. That's the weird thing. He's got 1 year left on his contract, but he wants a new deal. The Cowboys could just let him play that year out and then franchise him for the next couple of years. So it's just odd that this is going on. But so then it's Micah versus Jerry. Jerry then cites, look, when you sign these contracts, the agents, they don't get involved in babysitting them like I have to. Let's just look at Dez. So then Dez gets mad. He's online talking about it. Now it's Jay-Z getting upset because he was Dez's agent. So they're putting out a statement about how great they are. Somehow Nicki Minaj gets into this, jumps in, because she sees, hey, somebody's bashing Jay-Z.
Are you aware of any of this? Hall of
No.
Famer Charles Haley, kind of above the fray
Okay.
on this sort of thing.
I don't listen to you guys, so
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, no, we're now reporting this for the first time because this all happened. This is all just since Friday.
Friday?
Yes, Friday. Micah, are you aware that Micah asked for a trade? He tweeted out a thank you, Dallas, for supporting me, but this has gone too far, and I'm formally requesting a trade from the Dallas Cowboys.
Wow.
Yeah, and then that's what I'm thinking all weekend.
Wow.
And then then it gets to Jerry. You've publicly challenged Jerry, and I think that's a bad move because I don't think Jerry wants to be embarrassed publicly.
That is a terrible move.
Did you ever have contentious contract negotiations with Jerry?
Contentious, what does that mean?
Just difficult, very
tense.
Was it hard?
More than
hard,
or was it?
I think that me and Jerry could look each other in the eyes and realize that what direction we wanted to go, for me, Jerry's always been Jerry, and I've never had a problem with him. And I just think that you do the stuff behind closed doors, and you keep everybody out of it. But he gave me a new contract, and I kissed his neck for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, most ex-players love Jerry. I've heard very few negative things about Jerry, if anything. In fact, I thought Dez was one of them that really loved Jerry, and maybe that's why he thought. So then Jerry, in his retort, Micah.
Didn't Jerry say that the last person he paid all the money to got hurt for a year?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So he went at Dak. So nobody's off limits.
No.
He should have realized that nobody's off limits.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. That's what Micah's mad about, because he's giving these little subtle
shots at Micah.
Missed some time shots at Dak, and then this weekend he gave a shot at
you thought he
Dez.
got mad because he gave the tight end a new contract?
I don't think he's mad about that, to tell you the truth. That's me. Just because that is not a game-changing, it's not a...
Yeah. It's a contract. But
a league-changing, no one really cares across the league.
Micah will be the highest.
We're not talking
Ferguson.
about the league. We're just talking about
in the room
with the Cowboys.
I wonder.
You looking at okay.
Are you aware when you're a player of the other guys signing a contract? Or
what are you aware?
Yeah.
I guess when you hear it comes out, you do.
And do you think well, I guess what's your opinion? Do you think he's a little
I'm just
perturbed?
saying, you sitting there and you talking about your contract, and then you turn around a few days late, a week later or so, and somebody else get a new contract. So that got to be going like, oh, so you putting me second? You never know what's going on through a guy's head, but they got to learn to be have tough skin. You got to be tough skinned to play this game.
Yeah. I do. I think Dak kind of did it right. He did kind of keep it all behind closed doors. Jerry did publicly take a shot or two at Dak's people and this and that, and there's only so much of the pie that goes around, and we can't pay Dak if we got to pay CD and this. But then in the end,
he got the world.
Dak got everything. Yeah, he got the contract he wanted. So I thought Dak did it right, where this thing with Micah, it just doesn't seem why. Like you said.
Two different players, man.
Oh, my God.
Hey, like I said, if I have one thing to tell Micah, just relax, and things will get worked out. His thing is he want to be with the team. He wants to work all. He wants to, you sat there and watch everybody else work and getting better, and then you sitting there and you watching your skills rust because you're not working out with the team. You're not really getting in shape like you want to do, because when you get back, you want to hit the ground running, and it's hard to do that when you don't have contact or anything else before. Because in '89 I held out, and then I came in the first game of the season. It take you a game to get acclimated, get used to getting hit. So I understand from that side of the coin.
Yeah, and I think for him also, he just plays so many snaps. It seems like he never comes off the field, and people say, oh, he's in great shape. He can just show up week one.
So what? He's the only person that ever did that?
No, but for an edge, and I mean, I can look this up. And
yeah, why don't you look up how much y'all play?
You probably are from the last – you had to have been a plus 90-plus. On defense.
Okay, so what you whining about then?
I'm not whining, but over the past probably 15 or so years, a lot of these guys get to leave the field on third down, or they only go onto the field on third down.
Oh, okay.
Am I wrong?
You're wrong about what?
You were out there every play, though, you're saying?
Yes, previously.
I was out there most of it.
Okay, yeah.
But
they rotate the guys now to keep them fresher, right?
Yeah, and he actually stays out there quite a bit. Like, he plays way more snaps than Myles Garrett or Watt or any of those guys.
What's your relationship with Micah?
What do you mean relationship? What does that mean?
Well, I mean,
he's my brother. I go out, we talk. We talked about a lot of things other than just football. Most of the guys I try to build a relationship with that because I want to be more of a teacher, more of a guy that can go out there and say, look, you know what, I've been through this. This is how I got through it, and maybe you should try something different. I see guys that may be struggling with some mental health issues that, I've been through it. So I get to pull them to a side and say, bro, look, you know what? Don't go through what I went through because, you may not make it through because with the media and everything now, everybody, it's now syndrome. Everybody got cameras and everything else. So I was fortunate enough not to have all that.
I wonder if do you think I'm ready for him to yell at me at any point, but do you think he would be as good of a spokesperson for this, like for mental health, if he were like a kicker? Or do you think it's cooler when Micah gets a call from a guy who's like a certified badass at his position? I just think when in the mental health world, like there's a severe lack of like masculine people that will talk about these things.
It's changing though, right?
It's changing because of him and guys like him, and it's just
men still don't deal with that mental illness. Women deal with most of it, and then people of color really don't. And as an athlete, you've been told since you was a kid to go out and be a man. I don't know what that definition means, but that means you don't cry. Men don't cry, and so you have to take all that feeling and stuff. You have to keep it balled up inside because everybody's looking at you, and if you show weakness, then people call you different names.
Like what? List a few of those. Actually, what we have to do right now
can't do it.
Is we need to support one of our sponsors.
That's just a dumb zone. Don't mean I'm gonna be dumb.
We'll see about that. You're here for another hour, I think. So Poncho is our sponsor. Poncho makes shirts.
Premium.
We got an email from Letty last week.
We did.
That said, I just wanted to say I was wearing a Poncho shirt when I saw you guys in Denton recently. They have the slim cut in their shirts, which adds a little length for height with a more modern fit. Couple that with game day products, and you too can look good on the bus at opening day next year. That's from Letty. Anyway, just a listener endorsement of the Poncho shirt that we were talking about last week.
I saw him wearing that shirt, didn't know it was a poncho. I said, man, that thing is incredible. You look sexy.
Mm-hmm.
He said it's a poncho. I got it at ponchooutdoors.com/dumbzone. That'll get you $10 off your first order. PONCHO outdoors.com/dumbzone. $10 off and free shipping. These are the best outdoor shirts. You can wear them fishing. They have tons of different breathable options for you there. They've got moisture wicking, great fit.
It sounded like you're going to list off all these things you can do with the shirt, and you just said fishing.
I know, and I decided
that's the only thing you can do with the shirt?
Yep.
Can you wear it and watch a Cowboy game?
You could probably eat the fish.
Okay.
I bought a poncho shirt,
fish.
and I was going to wear it up here, but I guess I can't.
No, you can only have to be fishing.
If you were going to fish here.
Got it.
You would be permitted to do so. ponchooutdoors.com/dumbzone. Anyways, here's Charles Haley.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Charles Haley's in studio. Welcome back, folks.
Did you plan to sing Charlotte birthday, happy birthday, or was that a spur of the moment decision?
Spur of the moment. Somebody told me that was her birthday, and I figured because I love some Charlotte Jones.
Me too.
She's been great, and she's always been there. Been a great friend, and so I wanted to do something special for her.
Outside the box idea. What if we make Charlotte the GM? She seems like she's really on top of her stuff.
Last time I heard, we didn't got no power to do that. Last time I heard, I just
you have more than me.
Who?
You?
No, ain't you on the radio? Your voice sounds louder than mine. You reach more people, so you keep reaching. Let's see how far it goes.
But you can talk to the big man.
Who's the big man?
Jerry. I would guess you could get him on the line today.
Hey, let me tell you something.
Let's call Jerry.
Jerry ain't never listened to a black man. They ain't gonna listen to one today.
Oh, damn. You know what? We'll go there. I've never really thought of him, and I don't know. I'm interested in your experience on this. Obviously, you have like where he grew up, the history, but is it a feeling? Is it like a paternalistic feeling where he wants to feel like your dad or daddy, or what? Why do you? I've never taken him as racist.
Who?
Jerry.
I didn't say it was.
No.
racist.
I'm trying to get to what if you would say this person, even offhand, he's not going to listen to a black man. Why do
That's my joke.
I know.
That's my joke.
Okay, because I think there are actual NFL owners who wouldn't.
Wouldn't what?
Who don't listen. Like, for example, the former owner of the Panthers who got himself into some trouble. I think there are plenty of owners in the NFL who actually have been racist over the years. I've just never taken that as Jerry's issue.
You know what? You could say that we're all racist in some type of way.
I agree.
We're all. So until you can point the finger, you got to stop pointing your finger at somebody else and remember who you are. I grew up in a segregated town. So what? You don't think I was racist?
I'm positive, yes.
Okay, then. So you know what? Hey, you have to go through something to get through something. So I'm not gonna tell anybody they're racist or not because I know the challenges I had to go through, and I think that at some point we're all mature through these things.
Jerry included.
So in the 70s, the place you grew up with is segregated?
I think it still is.
Really?
Yeah.
Where's that?
Where's what?
Your hometown. What is that?
Gladys.
What
Virginia.
state? Virginia?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
Damn.
a little small country town, Blacks on the outside, whites on the inside,
Damn.
Hey, what is Howland Park?
Yeah. They're on the inside, huh?
Okay. Hey, it's a whole bunch. No matter what state or wherever you go to, you have areas that's all white,
Product of redlining.
And that's not, I don't think people, because they live in Howland Park, are racist. I just think they just got money. Hey, if being rich make you racist, then they racist as hell.
And here's the important thing. With some of that money, if they would like to donate that by attending a dinner or a golf tournament, they can email.
But you know what? Now we got
Rick
a problem. They don't want to donate because y'all said
I brought it back to.
Wait, you said they're racist. We did.
I didn't.
We think they're great.
Who?
I don't know.
Everyone.
Hey,
especially Rick at tackletomorrow.com.
Hey, why is your nose so long, man? Is Pinocchio your daddy?
Damn, that was out of nowhere. He did make fun of my hair last time.
I read that you grew up in a small town and were unaware of the real world. When you got drafted, you had never heard anyone speak another language. Is that true?
Yes.
And I don't know if this is the first person, but I read that Anthony Munoz spoke Spanish, and you were like, what is going on here?
Oh, he scared the shit out of me? Oh, yeah. 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 Hey, it took me a minute to figure out the world. But, yeah, I was very naive. When I got off the plane, I asked somebody where was the luggage. I asked a black guy where was the baggage claim. He spoke another language. I asked a white guy. He spoke another language. Hell, I went back to the gate waiting for my plane to take me home, and John Gruden came and got me. I kept hearing my name on the damn intercom, talking about come here. And so I sat at the gate, and he came and got me. Hey.
Wow.
John Gruden was your guy off the plane, huh?
John Gruden was just a gopher back then.
That's what my brother used to do for the Saints. He'd go pick up Dez at that one time. So, yeah, you got young coaches just trying to track down Charles. He was probably terrified of you.
I think that same thing, whatever I was reading, this is a while ago, made some notes. You never saw an interracial relationship until college.
Never saw one in college. And what are you talking white and black?
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that in college, I think, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you got to watch videos now.
Okay, so where we going? Where we going with
just the life, the rich life and history of the great Charles Haley. That's all I was going. You mentioned your hometown, I think.
Do you remember the question that made you yell at me or get upset with me last year? Can I ask it again? Can I try?
What you asked me a question?
Yeah.
Why do you want to make him mad?
Because I want to try
to
get
yelled
right.
at you.
Okay.
Because we made up and then I saw him after that. And
oh, that's right. Then you did
hair.
the thing and he laughed at your
I
head.
Forgot. Yeah, we walked out and you kissed my ass. Yeah, we can do that again.
I listen. Cards on the table. My question was that during your career, when you were not necessarily taking care of your mental health, and it was a challenge for you. My question was just: is there any part of you that thinks that you were able to get to a dark place that allowed you in some way to be successful because of those mental health struggles?
I find it hard too because when I'm in a manic space, I can't. I want to do a million things, and then when I'm depressed, all I want to do is sleep or just be out of control. I have more. I make more control within the elements of violence part of it. I can concentrate more, and so I think I learned to deal with both sides of the coin, and so it was easier for me. I don't think bipolar had anything for me. I don't feel like it had anything to do during the game. Now, the stuff I did in the locker room, I probably was either depressed or manicky when I did some of the dumb stuff.
Sure.
Out on the field, I don't think that contributed to anything.
And that makes sense to me. Love to hear you say it. And the reason I ask is I sometimes think there's an idea among athletes that if you do become more in touch with what's happening upstairs in your mental health, that you're like somehow getting softer, that you're not as aggressive, that you're not as tough. And, it's nice to hear you somewhat dispel that. I think that's something people are afraid of, and I don't think they should be. I think you get better as an athlete if you're more.
You go back. It depends on where you're raised at. If you're raised as a minority man playing sports, it's frowned upon you to talk about feelings, emotions, and so you don't do it. And you learn to fight from kid on, and that becomes your mantra, But your life off the field spirals out of control, and that's when your bipolar takes over.
Now, Todd did say that you guys were going to hang out for the whole rest of the show. Is that true? Or do you got to get out of here?
How long is the rest of the show?
About 45 minutes, maybe. Are you good? We were just going to do our show and just have you sit here and be part of our show if you want. We're going to do the news.
Well,
we're going to do today's. Would you like to comment on today's news stories?
So, well, you know what? I was sitting here all day with you, but every time you move your nose, you almost hit me in the eye. So,
are you accusing me of being a liar?
No.
Do you want to take this outside, buddy?
Why can't we do it inside?
Oh, I don't know. I just thought you say stuff.
I
just wanted to say something and then not really follow up on it.
Level of confidence.
I'm going to beat him black, so you could be my brother again.
I'd like to see you try to catch me, pal. Well, actually, please don't. I feel like I could probably get away from you. I feel like you've probably had major knee surgeries. Am I right? Your hip is messed up?
Are you taunting the Hall of Famer?
I'm just asking could I get away from him?
Well,
I'm not very fast myself, but
let me give you a little secret. Most guys that play sports or whatever, just because they walk around with a smile don't mean that they're mostly. I'm a violent man.
Yeah.
But
I thought you had all that under control. No, I thought no. Jeez.
Yeah, it's on
one phone call.
That's what I am. But and I try not to. People like to push. I have to remind them that, what, once that switch goes off, it's hard to turn it back on.
Yeah. Well, see, I thought we were having fun and you were just joking back and forth.
I am joking. But, hey, no, you said.
Otherwise, I'd like to bow down to Charles Haley.
Don't do it. You already been kissing my butt all day. So
yeah. Doesn't that get tiring?
Yeah.
All these people just.
I'm gonna kiss you.
Like Todd's like, oh, where do you want to go, Charles? And I'm like, let's just get real.
Todd, Todd told me to come in here and slap you, and I said, no, Todd, I'm not going to do that. But, guys, Tackle Tomorrow House steals some tables, and we have a couple.
Okay, I think he's now saying goodbye.
Which is all good, 100%.
Yeah, we're giving you the option.
Okay, well, the option is we're going to, I'm going to allow y'all to go do.
Gracious.
We'll finish our show without you.
Yeah,
saying.
Yeah, because you know what? I'm just.
But Tackle Tomorrow is your charity, right?
My charity is our charity. Me and my board members and all the kids in South Dallas that we serve in the 10 schools. We're one heartbeat, one family.
So the Legends Dinner that's the one where Jake, who's going to be there besides you? Can we promote that or not yet?
Wow, it's going to be a bunch of Hall of Famers. Yeah, you know, with these guys, you got to wait like 2 weeks beforehand. They all say yeah, and then it start trimming down. But normally it's about 15, 20 Hall of Famers going to be there, and then a lot of my teammates will be there for the dinner and golf. You know, every once in a while, Troy, Michael, and Emmett make cameo appearances for the dinner. I'm hoping that we could get them again this year. We're gonna do something special. We're gonna have 100 mini helmets signed by Hall of Famers. We're gonna put it up for auction at the dinner. So we're gonna have some specialty things. I think that you should come out and help, and just realize that if we want to be the change, we got to make the change. So let's join hands in helping these kids learn to read.
TackleTomorrow.com.
Do we have vegetarian options at the dinner? Do we have fish?
Yeah, we do. We do have vegetarian options. That means that, you know, you go in, don't eat.
Just
Hey.
the great Charles Haley in studio with us and is on his way out. Thanks so much, man. Appreciate it. Thanks for not kicking my ass.
Thanks for allowing me to come on your show. Big boy, get up and help me up.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Them ugly ass shoes you got on.
There he is. Look at him.
Bye, Charles.
Oh, thank you. Hey, thank you, guys.
All right, man. Thanks. The great Charles Haley.
What a time.
What a time. You know, that reminds me of Early Bird CBD.
Early Bird CBD at earlybirdcbd.com.
I'd like to see him kick my ass, really. I don't think he could.
They got a new promo code. It's DZ20 if you'd use
the second that door closes.
If he caught you.
If he caught me, but he couldn't. Probably, right?
Well,
Just be honest,
if he
but
did, you would certainly need to chill out afterward.
Oh, yes, with Early Bird CBD, folks.
With 2.5 milligrams of natural THC.
That's the key.
Each gummy. So if you got a drug test coming up for the work, whatever, it's not for you.
Ha, ha, ha. You work at a place that drug tests you. Ha, ha. We don't.
That's tough.
We do to make sure that you've had some Early Bird CBD. If you haven't, then you're in trouble. What's the code and stuff?
It's DZ20. That is a new promo
Did you already
code for 20% off. Earlybirdcbd.com. Go there.
Oh, I'll go there. Oh, and I'll turn up the audio.
That was fun.
All
that
the
was
fun.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like he's like
That's always a wild
I
ride.
kind of feel like he's like Jerry Jones is kind of a racist. And I'm like, let's investigate that. He's like, what are you talking about?
I know. Why would you say? I feel like,
yeah, but it's fun though. It's fun.
See, we would have got him to stay for longer if you didn't leave him in the green room like an idiot. What's wrong with you? Are you just focused on this whole kid?
Well, they got here 45 minutes early, so I thought
they got here at 12:30, and we had said 12:45.
I say walk him in.
They easily could have been brought in.
Well, we were talking about Dez's leaky butthole. I didn't think.
Yes, that's perfect.
Look, Blake's all
focused on this baby. He's not himself.
Blake's like a 97 overall, but they only have
but his misses are
couple
huge.
99s.
His misses are huge. That was a game-winning miss. No, I'm just kidding. I don't care. I just didn't want him to be all pissed.
We had a home in Waxahachie catch on fire from lightning overnight. Dude, did you guys get... I was very surprised by both storms. Like
yes, the
yesterday
first one
afternoon,
I
was like, what the... And
I was very surprised early afternoon storm. Or what was it, 5 or so?
Earlier than that, yeah, like 2, 3.
But the night one, I was scouting it out because Establish the Run guy would be happy to know. I wanted to look at the radar. I saw we're going to get a huge storm in at about 5 a.m. Let's turn off the sprinklers.
There you go.
Let's not waste that water.
Nice. Woke.
I mowed Sunday morning.
Oh, how good do you feel when you see a huge rainstorm the day you mowed?
Yeah, walking out this morning and the grass is cut and there's still like a layer of water on top.
Bricked up.
And you could then go to your rain gauge and determine how much actually.
Call the news and send them in a picture. Home
Did you shave because you're getting ready for pictures tomorrow?
No.
Like a homo?
Oh.
No, I grow my beard out until it just becomes itchy and I'm tired of it, and then I'll shave it.
It's not a good story.
I'm more of a well, this one's not any better. I think I just kind of trim it down every 3 days to the 2. But I don't know what people are I don't know how to no one taught me how to take care of my facial hair. My neck's all effed up. That's
because you came from a broken home.
The symmetrical nature of it's just not good. The whole thing's bad.
Sorry, man.
Go ahead.
Not doing skin to skin this time either.
Oh, last time
didn't do it.
I thought that bonded.
No.
I thought you did do it.
No, he didn't. He refused to do it.
I'm not taking my shirt off in that room.
As we were telling
You
him,
think
this
it's
is
gay to lay skin to skin with your own kid?
It is the worst opinion.
Like you're going to be all attracted to your kid.
It is a once or twice in a lifetime opportunity. It makes complete biological sense.
No, it doesn't.
And he's just
here. Lay on my skin. Lay on my sweaty skin so we can bond. That doesn't make any sense. No, I'm not firing my shirt off to have my baby lay on my chest. That's weird.
Well, you can do it at home. You don't have to do it in the room, right? It doesn't have to be within.
They make a big show of it now.
You're supposed to do it right away.
Really?
Yeah. And
Did you do it?
Me?
Yeah.
I did it at home, sure.
Okay. I'm okay. Thank you though.
They let you cut the cord too. Did you do that?
I did do that.
I was not.
Because I cut the cord and then I cleaned out all the placenta. Because I like cleaning. That's my thing at home.
Right.
Yeah.
You were just trying to help out.
Yeah.
And you're like, the stitch, the extra one, yeah, right there.
Yeah.
Put that in.
The stitch, boy. I feel like we've got a long time without stitch talk.
Actually, I did not cut the cord, but since her second one was a C-section, they let me cut across the belly, and then they took a picture of it like they do the wedding cake thing. Where you get
You're smiling?
Yeah, you get to both hold the thing. So we were both holding this giant knife before slicing open her belly. And then I accidentally nicked my daughter's, she still has the scar on her thumb today because I cut too far deep into it.
Dang.
And I cut her thumb, yeah. It's a lot of fun. I got the pictures up at...
They're going to be on the wall, right?
Daniel, yeah, we're going to put it on Ya Wall.
We mentioned the other day that Ghislaine Maxwell had been moved to Texas. I was laughing about that all weekend.
Me too.
I ran into a listener who was like, dude, I can't stop laughing thinking about the world's most notorious child sex trafficker and predator being transferred to Bryan College Station and being like, this is all super weird to me.
I want to go back.
I got to get out of here. This place is creepy. No, but we mentioned to you guys the other day that the owner of Theranos, or the founder, Elizabeth Holmes, is at the same minimum security prison.
I've been thinking about it all weekend.
Well, I should have grabbed the video for you, but we're an audio medium. There's a video of her because now people are staked out there. Like, oh, when are we going to see G-Max? Well, when they were looking for her, they spotted Elizabeth Holmes, and she's out there.
Like out in the courtyard?
Grinding.
What does that mean?
Is she walking? Yes. Is she walking holding weighted dumbbells? Yes. As I told you guys, Elizabeth Holmes is going to have the most ridiculous post-prison body, and it's going to break everything. She's going to run for president when she's hot. It's going to be great.
She's already hot.
Oh, yeah, but more mass appeal. I think she's fantastic, but she's over here. She's clearly got a little baby weight on her, and she's working it off because she's a grinder.
Damn.
And a successful, strong.
Show that video to your wife. So when she gets out of there like Wednesday.
Is it bad that part of what makes her attractive to me is that I think she could fool me?
As far as what? Like get you into a scam?
Anything.
Or scam you?
Yeah, because she was sitting there with Donald Rumsfeld and General Wesley Clark.
Yeah, they were all buying what she said.
Yeah. So you think I stand a chance?
No, you're an idiot.
I like the idea that she could just dupe me.
Oh yeah.
I don't dabble in horror content. So this didn't really land with me, but it was popular in the group chat and on my timeline. Zoomer comedian Matt Rife,
who you hate.
He's bad.
I do hate.
Not good.
His comedy's not
I've
good?
tried taking some of it in just to see what's going on here, and I just see nothing.
I gave it an honest shake, and then
I'm really hungry, by the way. I might have to start eating a little
his
bit.
his
I
crowd
couldn't eat
work.
'cause Charles Haley was in here.
His crowd work is actually not bad.
You think he would have judged your lunch?
In general, though, I'm not a fan. I don't know that these people can be funny anymore. First of all, he's too hot. It's you can't have hot comedians. It just doesn't work unless you can have one every now and then. But
Isn't he like he does funny little TikTok things?
Yeah.
And then I feel like that's like a SNL skit that they shouldn't have made into a movie.
Yeah. Now he was on like Wild and Out, so he's been on sketch shows.
But for him to do 45 minutes of stand-up,
he feels exposed. And also, never mind. I'm not gonna later. So he bought something called the Annabelle Raggedy Ann doll.
I've heard
There's
of it.
an image of it there, which is from, I guess, the universe of horror films called The Conjuring.
I bet my daughter would know.
Almost certainly.
She's really into horror.
Are they?
It's terrifying.
Are they over Matt Rife? Yeah, see if you
I'll
can
try to
find
get
out
some
for
info
us.
right now.
So this doll is at a museum, and it is the Warren Occult Museum, and he bought that. So he bought like this museum, this mansion. I don't know if you've ever heard of Ed and Lorraine Warren, but they're like this duo of married ghost hunters, paranormal researchers. Yeah, so anyways, this is what this dude's doing with his money. They plan to open the house for overnight stays and tours at the museum, which has been closed. And actually, last month, one of its haunted tour guides died unexpectedly on a tour stop. Ooh.
What do you think of haunted stuff?
You know exactly what I think. I think anyone who believes in it, unless they ask me to my face, and I don't want to be mean to them, who believes in haunted anything is a fool.
So I just texted her a picture of that doll.
Mm-hmm.
I said, "Do you know what that is?" And then I wrote another line, and I said, "Also, do you like Matt Rife?"
We've done this to her before.
And she just says yes and no. So I'm proud of her.
Good.
For not liking Matt Rife.
Good. That's not surprising to me. Yeah, it's tough to be that to have a jaw that looks like that, and I think he's had a lot of work done. That's tough.
Unless you're gonna do like, you have to do like the what's his name? Gosh darn it, Anthony Jeselnik. You have to put on a persona of I'm awesome and I'm good looking, and you can make it like that.
That's almost what Andrew Dice Clay was doing too. Like I almost feel. Was he thought of as kind of good looking at the time?
No, but he did that act.
Yeah.
He wasn't necessarily, he was just Italian guy or whatever. What's that doll called? She says, is that Annabelle?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Yes, it is. Well, if she'd like to go visit. God, it's creepy.
Then she says, Matt Rife. Why Matt Rife? Is he relevant again?
Tell her he bought it. And we'll close up the news with her response.
So he bought that doll?
Yeah. He bought the doll. He bought a museum. Just a really creepy move.
You're going to wrap up the news now before I've even had 2 bites of salmon?
Well, it's a long show. So there's your news.
I said,
so bad, isn't
he
it?
bought that. The broccoli smells bad? Are you guys offended?
Not offended.
They were merely noting the
You guys can suck it. Not you guys, the other guys.
I didn't say anything.
I can
So-
smell the magic happening.
Why Matt Rife? Is he relevant again? I said yes. What happened? He bought that doll, I said. She says, oh, the OG.
Damn. That's exactly what I wanted to hear. She's great. There's your news.
The Dumb Zone News. Like and subscribe.
And she ends with, well, I just don't see how this pertains to me.
It's a good point.
Viewer mail birthdays will be brought to us by Lone Star Beer.
Mm-hmm.
And don't forget Lone Star Light. The den high atop my garage is packed full of Lone Star Beer and Lone Star Light right now because we are getting ready for football season and some streams. And maybe you're a guy who doesn't do a lot of drinking. Tell you what, you can get some kick-ass merch at LoneStarBeer.com, like this very hat that I am wearing right now, and use the code DumbZone21 and get 21% off that kick-ass merch. Lone Star Beer, we're happy to have them as a partner. We're happy that they have Lone Star Beer at Globe Life Field now at Rangers games. It is the national beer of Texas. Over 140 years of brewing in Texas. The copy points haven't changed, but last year I was reading 140 years. So don't forget, awesome Lone Star Beer and Lone Star Lights.
The Dumb Zone presents.
I only have a couple of viewer mail birthdays, which we will start with when I pull the audio down a little bit here so you can hear it. Let's see here. We got Dearest Daniel, Post Floorburger David Hasselhoff, and the baby daddy. I think that's you then, right? You're the Hoff.
I'll still eat stuff off the floor. We had a tense scene during the birthday party yesterday. A piece of cake fell on the ground off my son's plate. And my father-in-law was like, I'd throw that out. And I go, I would not. And I put it back on his plate and handed it to him.
Oh, you didn't eat it yourself?
They thought no. I mean, same as him.
You're just raising him.
Yeah, we're not.
To be the dirtbag that you are.
It's very important. Save a lot of money.
This is one of your lawyers, McCool.
Nice.
Please wish happy birthday to my oldest daughter, Elora.
Great name.
Who is celebrating her John Elway birthday. She lets me play a little bit of the Dumb Zone in the car between Taylor Swift songs and the soundtrack to Wicked. Her leader is Blake's kid, but only if he's born today. Otherwise, will be the Roast Twins. My leader is Jake's Indian doctor, who I'm way too insecure to be around. You don't understand. A fellow Indian guy, but he has abs? That's the greatest existential threat to my life.
I told y'all. Dude, this guy's a Manchurian candidate.
Thank you for escaping a management structure that makes Nico and Jerry look like Sam Presti and Howie Roseman.
Oh, dear.
P.S. My daughter has an aunt, and her name is Anupama.
That's funny.
P.S.S. I'm ready to start a podcast with Philip Kingston called Kinda Legal, but I need to talk to Philip about it first. More Blake from McCool Kelker.
What if we find out that Anupama is like,
Anupama.
Jennifer.
Sarah.
It's so common. And I have Daniel Gashford.
Okay.
Do you find that offensive, Stephanie? All of his vaginal
I don't say it.
references?
I mean, it's not me.
Yeah, all the ones they send.
It's all
in.
these sickos that write in.
Dirtbags.
Like, let's see. How does
She's not even going to dignify that with a response.
How does Stephanie write in?
Well, he was.
Stephanie's email to me, the last one was, Dear Victor of the Vag. So I think he's on board.
not a whole lot of ground to stand on in opposition then.
Oh, Daniel Gashford. It's my 28th birthday. An item submission for things Dan needs. A chain wallet for the business jeans. A Gay Not Gay submission. Yelling after the DJ tells the crowd to get louder.
That's a good one.
Very G.
What is it? That's Steve Harvey's old bit, like from Kings of Comedy, was that he hated hip hop music as opposed to going to go see like the oldies. He's like, because they're always asking me to do something. Stand up. Hands up. Move around. Wave them around. No, I paid you.
That's awesome.
Yelling at the DJ is a good one.
My leader is Todd Andrews because of how he overcame HIV and played in the big game.
That's the kid from Captain Planet when we played that government PSA where Captain Planet, there was a kid with AIDS at the high school.
Then he says, come on, let's work on your crossover dribble from Mason, who's 28 today.
This is
It's like Captain Planet.
Yeah, this is the Captain Planet clip. So there was like a bad guy, and his idea was to tell all the kids at school that Andrew had AIDS. They didn't really explain it other than to spread fear about AIDS. And
the Bobcats are coming back on the floor for the second half, and they don't look too happy, folks. But hang on. Todd Andrews is on the court.
How about it, Coach? Can he play?
Hey, what's he doing here? He's not gonna infect my players.
Get him out of here! He's got AIDS!
I kind of love all the accents in that as well.
it feels like one where the director was like, have fun with it.
Yeah.
You do you.
So we do some On This Day. It's Monday, August 4th. And this part will be brought to us by Frankel & Frankel. They're our personal injury attorneys. If you get into an auto wreck, you call the Frankels 214 or 817, then dial all threes.
Hey, it could be a snowmobile.
Oh, my gosh.
Bus.
Charles Haley.
Charles Haley.
Maybe you run into Charles Haley.
Listen, you get...
Call Frankel & Frankel. You'll talk to a partner, not some idiot like Blake who's going to make you sit in the green room for a half hour.
Unbelievable.
No. You'll talk to somebody like Gene Burkett.
Or
who's
a
got
Frankel.
a great crossover dribble, or Frankel, one of the partners. But thank you, Frankel & Frankel, one of our earliest sponsors as well. So on this day, Monday, August 4th, 1944, Anne Frank, she's 15 years old. She's arrested with her sister, parents, and 4 others by the Gestapo after hiding for 2 years inside a building in Amsterdam. I mean, she was breaking the law, so... on this day in 1936, here's an interesting story. So, Helen Stevens, look her up.
Okay.
She is a sprinter for the United States. She wins the 100-meter dash, and Hitler, it says here, makes a pass at her. It says at the 6-foot beauty, but she rejected his advances. So I read a little closer. Olympic historian writes about her post-race experience with Adolf Hitler. He comes in and gives me the Nazi salute. I give him a good old-fashioned Missouri handshake. She says, once more, and Hitler goes for the jugular vein. He gets hold of my fanny, begins to squeeze, pinch, and hug me up. And he said, you're a true Aryan type. You should be running for Germany. So after he gave me the once-over and full massage, he asked me if I'd like to spend the weekend in Berchtesgaden. Anyway, Stevens refused.
I am not... Stephanie, I'm not a misogynist, but I'm not trying to blame Helen Stevens for World War II. But maybe if she would have...
Taken one for the team? Yeah, she probably angered him.
It's one of the greatest lines in Generation Kills that Saddam Hussein's entire situation is just because there's no great pussy in Iraq.
I beg to differ.
Again, that's the Marines' words, not mine.
Right. You wouldn't say anything like that.
I've never been to Iraq. How would I know?
On this day in 1983, Dave Winfield of the Yankees at the time, during warm-ups before the 5th inning, accidentally kills a seagull with a thrown ball.
You ever heard this?
I don't think so.
After the game, he is brought by local police to the Ontario police station on charges of cruelty to animals and posted $500 bond before being released. The charges were dropped the following day.
Talk about looking for a headline.
On this day in 1987, the Federal Communications Commission, the FCC, voted 4-0 to abolish the Fairness Doctrine, which required radio and TV stations to present balanced coverage of controversial issues. And we here at the Dumb Zone have the Fair Lease Doctrine.
where you can, for very easy.
If you are to lease a vehicle, yes, you should be going to fairlease.org. I would like to have a doctrine. If you want to mark that down for things I want. I don't know what that really means.
Boy, when they would bring up the Stimson doctrine.
But how about a nice doctrine?
It's like, damn, Stimson got a whole doctrine. Guy was just Secretary of State, and he's like, nope, I don't want to just be here. I want to have a doctrine.
I guess we do have the Fair Lease Doctrine.
That's a good one to start with.
We'll all remember that, where we were when we learned that.
It already has a song, Fair Lease Navidad.
Yeah.
It's like a national anthem.
This is the day in 1993 that Nolan Ryan kicked Robin Ventura's ass. He was 46 years old. Threw a close pitch to Robin Ventura of the White Sox. He charges the mound. He ends up getting ejected and suspended. Ryan ends up staying on the mound, and with a bloody, just blood from Robin Ventura, just kept on pitching. What a moment. That brought us all together, I think.
For a long time, it was basically the only baseball moment that existed in my head.
Before the Rangers were ever a playoff team or anything like that.
Yeah, they weren't really like mashers
like
yet.
How great that Nolan Ryan played here.
Dude,
Isn't it awesome?
You have to understand how sad I was when I found out he didn't always play here. And that he had been in Houston and New York City. Like,
he got out of there as fast as he could, dude.
No. And he's out in California. Got him home.
And on this day in 2022, Brittany Griner, convicted in Russia of drug possession and smuggling, was sentenced to 9 years in prison. She would be released 4 months later. She did break the law.
She wasn't just released. She was a part of a trade deadline deal. Yeah, the God of War. She did?
Wait, what was that?
They flew her through. They landed in Abu Dhabi, the Russian plane there when they were doing the transfer.
Damn.
Was that big news there?
Not really. I don't think anybody knew who that was.
Oh.
It's a pretty lopsided trade,
It's
wasn't
super lopsided. I read a deal there's like, not to do politics, I read a deal a month or so ago, and I probably was BS, but we were doing some deportations of guys that they were positive. Like, these are the worst of the worst ones, not the barber. And they were sending them to countries, not where they're sending them to random ones. They were sending them back to countries that wanted them, and we were getting prisoners back for it. So, like, these guys have to go. And because they're of value to their home country, they're going to give us back prisoners that we want from them.
Well, that's good then, right?
Seems genius.
Yeah.
It seems a lot more genius than freeing a international murderous terrorist for one basketball player. But such is life. Is she still any good?
She plays?
Was she ever?
I don't know. I mean, you know what I think of. Hal J.
Hal J?
He's still working.
No, the Hal J. Brittany Griner clip.
What's that?
Well, if I had Dropbox, I'd be able to play it for you. But it's when he's our intern told us she was a man. To blame the intern.
Other birthdays on this very day, August 4th.
Here you go.
Okay, let me handle
It's
this.
worth-
Says if
it's
she's
worth
the
it.
best
You
player available,
You handle it.
I'll
so-
take her.
So we
Hand me-
don't say anything we shouldn't.
let me ask you this question. I want to be very gentle with this. And I'm serious. Now, Brittany Griner has both traits of a male and female.
No. Is what?
I thought she had.
No.
You just, what did you tell me the other day?
Nothing.
So I worked with Brian Estridge for a long time. He definitely told him that off the air as a joke, and Hal ran with it like it was serious.
What'd you tell me the other day? What were you saying?
And you can hear it in the initial.
Nothing.
No, like don't do it. No.
Dude, I've been in this spot before.
She's the best player available.
You handle it.
I'll take her.
So
we don't say anything we shouldn't.
Let me ask you this question. I want to be very gentle with this. I'm serious. Now, Brittany Griner has both traits of a male and female.
No. Is what?
I thought she had.
No.
What did you tell me the other day?
Nothing.
You told me she was born with
No,
that.
I didn't.
Yeah, you did. Somebody did.
Not me. Blame it on.
No, so
the
she
intern.
Yes,
the intern told you that.
I bet it was.
No, because he's a Baylor
What
guy.
what am I
He's a
thinking?
Baylor grad.
Look that up and let me know.
Hold on.
What do you want us to look up? His internets are down.
No, I'll do it right here. I was told.
I don't think we need
That is God tier morning radio right there.
So she was like the elf in Rudolph. What was his name? You know?
Yeah. What
one
was
that
his name?
Wanted to be a dentist?
Yeah. The Brunig.
His name is Hermie.
Hermie.
Oh, yeah.
Hermie.
Do we go Herm? Can we? I haven't heard hermaphrodite in quite some time. Is that a thing?
Man, I feel like if they are, they've got to be like, what happened?
Yeah, we were
got
up there.
Absolutely destroyed PR-wise.
People used to mention us all the time.
Right,
It was
we had
fun.
Jamie.
And now what? Now it's all these These people are just putting on clothes, guys. I got a wiener and a.
Are they, is there a big, like, which sport should they play regarding trans people in Abu Dhabi?
All right, other birthdays today. Roger Clemens, 63.
God, what a...
Also our War Games winner with 139.2, the third all-time pitcher in war. How about that?
Koufax.
No. Koufax had a very short career. Idiots. I said that really mean to him, didn't I?
No, I liked when you baseball slapped me.
Yeah.
I actually have no...
It's
so I'm just
controversial that he's even in the Hall of Fame. His career was so short, but he was so dominant. That's what they say.
DeGrom-esque? No. I don't mean DeGrom on Third War. I mean, I've been thinking about DeGrom in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, he's very low. I was just kind of scrolling through the whole list today, but the number one is very easy. Only because... do we really think that Cy Young had 500 wins? Like, are we really like, oh, yeah, okay, you probably had 200 more wins than anyone else in history. I'm sure that the records are all fine.
I feel like on basic wins and losses and appearances, that one I kind of trust. I mean, they were running him out there every third day. I don't know.
Brock Burke is 29.
Who was third?
Or
second?
It's like Walter Johnson. Everyone around him, like in the top 10, is like old timey names.
Okay.
But then there's Clemens. You're like, whoa.
Also, there is a Kim spin on him.
Roger Clemens?
Yeah.
Or Walter Johnson?
Or Brock Burke.
The big train.
Clemens was hooking up with Mindy McCready, and she was underage. And I believe she came up like to the station with him or something, like, and was on the hard line. Is that on the list?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Began dating when she was 15.
Now, do you say Brock Burke, the baseball player?
Yeah.
Rangers
TCU?
reliever with a high fastball spin rate.
Yeah. That's not Matt Perk.
No.
Okay.
John Riggins is 76.
Damn.
Crank up that diesel.
They don't make them like that anymore, Blake.
Barack Obama.
Oh.
Is 64.
What'd you have for lunch?
Salad. With arugula. I like idling Obama.
Author Dennis Lehane is 60. I read a couple of his great books. He might have been Shutter Island.
Oh, cool.
Which is a very good book.
Oh, Mystic River.
Daniel Day Kim is 57.
Is that like when they replaced... Never mind. Daniel
Whoa,
Day Kim.
don't stop.
I couldn't get there.
All right. He was on Lost and
Who is
Hawaii
it?
5-0. He's an actor.
I've never even...
Aren't you a big Lost guy? Let's see. We have Meghan Markle, 44.
Does everyone hate her now?
Seems like it.
Actors Dylan and Cole Sprouse are 33.
Do women not care as much about the royal family now that they have Love Island?
Boy, maybe.
There's a woman here. She doesn't strike me as the Love Island type, though.
I've never watched Love Island, but
Or
way into the-
caring about the royals.
they're way into the royals still.
Are you?
Not really. I will pay attention though.
What is your, let's just give an opinion on Meghan Markle, pro or con? There's really kind of nothing.
There's not much. She does seem Gal Gadot, whatever her name is.
You think Meghan Markle's just too
She is
black?
That kind of.
I think she was more looking for like attention seeking, maybe a little self-important, but
Okay. But isn't
Sure.
that alleged? Like the Queen thought
Yeah.
she was a little dark.
Yeah.
We're worried about the grandbaby.
Sure.
We're a little worried about that.
Don't you wish it was Trump negotiating for Griner?
Oh my God.
He'd be like, leave her.
I mean, I don't know. He got
What has she
like,
done?
Kim Kardashian talked him into, letting out quite a few people who had maybe been unjustly convicted. Send us back a third round and next year. That was Ronald Reagan.
He could negotiate. He would have negotiated it great, just like he was going to get rid of that war. I don't know. I
don't
actually
either.
don't know anything about it.
I'll.
But apparently,
Not alone.
two more. Billy Bob Thornton is 70.
Man, I don't know.
We're going to come back to that.
How did Jerry say? Oh, Billy Bob. He said his name weird.
Billy Bob.
Billy Bob.
And our Dumb Zone birthday of the day, we don't have intern Henry here today. I was wondering if he would have picked Dylan and Cole Sprouse because they are from the sweet life of Zach and Cody, and I feel like maybe that would be.
Man, he may not know about that.
I don't know what
that's a
that.
little
What the
too
hell is that?
before him?
Yeah.
All right.
Dylan and Cole.
Is that your bit?
That was more a little under my, generation, Jake.
Disney
Anyway.
Kids. Okay. Anybody-
Dumb Zone birthday of the day. Go ahead, Jake. Chet Hanks.
Oh,
is 35.
my God. As we close out another electric white boy summer, Chet Hayes. He's great, dude. Once I figured out to just stop trying to figure it out and love him, sometimes he'll speak in a patois accent, man. I'm Tom Hanks' son, man. Like, white, has dreadlocks sometimes. Just a ball of fun, that guy. I love him.
Born on this day, now dead. Ron Lester. Isn't that crazy?
It is, especially since we just got a 69 Dumb Zone jersey.
And it's Billy Bob Thornton's birthday, and he played Billy Bob?
No.
Well, he played a guy named Billy Bob.
Oh.
Right?
I thought, yeah.
I just thought it's an interesting, ironic fact.
Big Varsity Blues fans. This is Billy Bob.
Yeah, that was my wheelhouse right there.
We met him, and then he died.
Very soon after, yeah.
Unfortunately.
Car wreck? Skydiving?
I don't know, Blake. I think he was just...
I think he had some health issues from being all fat previously.
I think you knew that.
No way.
Nicholas Jock Conti, he invented the modern pencil.
Thanks, man.
When do you think he lived?
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. What?
The modern.
What does that mean?
Well, I did say the modern pencil. Maybe that gives you a little more hint.
I'd say...
But it doesn't mean the... Yes, it doesn't mean Bic in 1999 or something.
I'm going to go 1915.
Give me 1840.
He lived from 1755 to 1805. And we're still using like the same kind of pencil that he made. So a little shout out. Way to go, Nick.
How are pencils doing? I feel like we're kind of post-pencil.
Probably good on
society.
What is it, the SAT or something? Don't you still got to black out the thing?
Yeah.
One of the birthday parties, every birthday party has a gift bag, and one of them was an unsharpened pencil. I was like, what the hell am I going to do with this?
Get a sharpener.
I got to find a sharpener.
They still have to
this
give them
thing?
to first graders and stuff, right?
I don't know. I don't recall her getting. I mean, I guess we're about to find out. But
I hated that crank thing,
dude.
But didn't you like getting the all NFL teams pencil? You ever get that as a gift?
Pretty sweet.
That was great.
You know what though? They sucked as the pencils though.
Yeah, but then
They
as
would
soon
be
as you
bad
started churning it, you destroyed the logos.
And I felt like our sharpener was always half hanging on the wall because the screws were stripped, and then if you leaned, it would just bukkake shavings of pencil into your face. That stuff's really just gross. I don't know. Yeah, negative.
It sucks.
Negative experience.
All right, well, F Nick Conti. then.
Well, I mean,
I wish he was.
You got us through.
I wish he was dead. Oh, good thing he is dead. Also, born on this day, now dead, Helen Thomas. She was in the White House press corps for 57 years.
Dude.
Spanning 10 presidents.
Talk about.
That's pretty kick-ass.
Is it? You know, because probably somebody else who could do the job could have been doing it for the last 20 years. She was sitting there with a lifeless body, pretending to be a part of holding the government accountable. Seriously, I mean, it's the same as with the people in Congress. Like, you should not be able to die of old age while you're in the government. That's insane.
Or running a football team.
Hey.
Also, Louis Vuitton, Dak, the fashion designer. He was born on this day.
Pharrell.
Couldn't tell you.
Yeah. Is he alive? Oh, dead. We're in deads.
Couldn't tell you what. Like a year he lived?
No chance, dude.
Mm-mm.
He was.
In fact, you could probably go down every one of those brand names and ask me, is this a person and when they were alive? And I would not be able to tell you.
Yeah, Louis Vuitton's the guy. And Richard Belzer died on this, born on this day. Dead on this day, still dead. We have two. We have one, the world's oldest person, they say, died on this day in 1997. Gene Calment died at 122 years old. I think it'd be cool to be the world's oldest person, and that's my goal. That's my goal.
We have more on that in viewer mail this week.
It's my goal, but I'm probably going to get it, and it'll be like some kind of Twilight Zone thing where, like, you know, like next year I will get in an accident and be alive, but in a vegetative state, and I will live until I'm 125.
Right, and you'll die with the Guinness people there.
Yeah.
But you've been a vegetable for the last 40 years of your life.
And my wife will make sure it's just some real ugly chick as my daily
Boy,
nurse.
I got to tell you, I remember in the 90s learning the term vegetable, and it felt offensive and awesome.
Oh, yeah, it's great.
I was like, you're just calling somebody that?
You're like, you just got to, would you like wipe
feels
off
like there's
my
more
chin?
Me?
Oh, yeah, if you walked in and I'm drooling.
You know I would.
Yeah.
You know I would, with my mouth.
Yeah.
I'll take care of you.
And died on this day, still dead, J. Howard Marshall.
You know, TC and I were talking about that the other day. They might have actually been in love.
He and Anna Nicole Smith?
Because when you find out that
she had a lot of
Anna
problems.
Nicole Smith met her dad, like, finally 30 years into her life, and he tried to have sex with her.
Yeah.
Maybe she actually did like J. Howard Marshall in some way. And they were tight. You were thinking about them having sex for a second right there, weren't you?
What?
I knew
you can't
exactly
prove anything.
what happened.
You can't prove anything. I've never watched any videos with Anna Nicole Smith making a photo shoot for Playboy on a VHS tape. Absolutely not. I never watched that. So,
it's behind the scenes, man.
We have closing remarks brought to us by
The key to wealth. It's
Game Day Men's Health. You're in our Game Day Men's Health studios. What do you guys think of that? How do you like the studio? Your thoughts?
Studios are great.
That's what I wanted to hear. I did not want to hear your true thoughts.
10% off TRT at Game Day Men's Health. That's their bread and butter. That's what I started doing. And you might think, is this just like a guy trying to work out more? Maybe he's trying to sex more. For most of us, it's just that you're feeling a little bit down. You're feeling a little bit slower, a little bit limited, not quite like you feel.
A little brain fog.
The energy, the strength, the drive. For me, I would say, kind of felt like I was just getting by, but not actually enjoying anything. Not actually enjoying trying to go hang out with the kids and be active. With Game Day Men's Health, that's back. It's 12 local locations, GameDayMen'sHealth.com. It's not just the TRT, which is 10% off for life, but
That's testosterone high today.
yes, sir. Hair restoration. They do peptides for weight loss. Anything you need to help you get feeling better as a man, do it at Game Day Men's Health.
So we have the
doesn't work in Dubai.
The power couple here,
Promo code.
Stephanie and Chuck. I'm only listing Stephanie first because she was on the bill. She was at the top on the bill. Is that cool, Chuck?
That's great.
She set it up.
And here.
You look a little pissed. All right, Chuck is bringing us gifts.
Didn't mean to upset him.
Oh, okay.
At first, I thought he held it like that. It was a pipe.
Bowl. Yeah, I was like, not in here.
What do we got here?
Well, I know how y'all feel about women in burqas. So.
Yeah, this is a.
I was gonna say this is
hot Persian.
Pretty hot.
Yeah.
What is the style of? Oh, it's a pin.
Yeah.
Oh
okay.
my gosh, that is
Nice.
amazing. Gosh, so seductive. Anyways,
They sell this at the gift shop.
Oh yeah.
They do.
Okay.
that makes me happy because I think you have in your mind, if you're an American, this idea of like anything related to Islam or Muslim, like that's so serious, and boy, that's way different than we treat religion. And then you go into a gift shop and there's a pin with a woman in Muslim garb on it. Like this is something like you would find at a large truck stop in Texas.
Yeah. She is hot.
That makes me happy.
Spencer's.
So you live, where do you live?
We live in Abu Dhabi.
Abu Dhabi.
Right.
That's not a country, right?
No, UAE is the country. It's
UAE.
About an hour from Dubai.
And are things there like just as, like, are they more modern than here?
In some things, in some ways, they're 30 years behind us, and in some things, they're 20 years ahead of us.
Like infrastructure?
Yeah, infrastructure. If you want it built, they'll have that thing built in like a day.
And not cheap?
Very cheap.
No, but I mean, it's not like they're doing like prefab cheap. It's not cheap buildings. And
No, it's actual buildings because most of the people that live there, that work there, actually, it's 90% expat. If you want construction, it's going to be your Indian and Pakistanis and normal, like you're working in your Starbucks, things like that. It's expats from the Philippines. So it's a very expat-driven country. In fact, I want to say, what is it? Last year, 2 years ago, they started a drive to actually start making the people actually work.
Yeah, so they have, I learned about this in college. There's something called, I don't know if they use the word over there, rentier, I think is the way the Canadians said it, but it's just a rentier state. Like, they don't need taxes from their people because they have so much money coming in from oil. And the dynamic that creates is, like, the people can't really, I don't know how it is in UAE because they're fairly wealthy, but the people can't really ever bitch. Like, they can't really stand up for themselves because they're getting subsidized by, you're getting whatever, 10 grand a month from the government from oil revenue. So they profit share or revenue share government, income, where we pay the government with the idea that if we have a problem, we can do something about it. Theirs is backwards. So, like, people don't work. They don't have to.
That's weird.
Yeah, now a couple of years ago, the president passed it to where they're trying to, what they call, I think they call it Emiratization, where a certain amount of Emiratis actually have to work now inside that business, or the business gets fined.
Yeah. It's like having two girls.
So if you don't work, what do you do?
Girls
You
on
just
your flag team.
Watch TV? You just
Ride
hang
around
out?
in your Range Rover, your Ferraris, whatever.
Really?
It's just a society of people who can live wealthy without working because they have all of the oil. And they don't have that many people.
And what do you do there?
I contract with Raytheon.
What does that mean? It just sounds vague.
Air defense systems. I work on. So what I did in the Army was Patriot missile system, and then I started doing that as a contractor when I got out.
Like, what do you do with it?
Basically maintain, teach, train the Emiratis. They have their own missile systems, so they bought it from the U.S.
You know how to fire a missile system?
Yes.
Okay. Seems badass.
Very.
And what's your bit?
I'm a teacher in Dubai.
Oh, really? Okay.
You didn't want to. That's all.
English? What do you teach? Yeah, what do you teach there?
I teach neurodivergent students, so like students with learning disabilities and things like that in the American middle school there.
So how do you end up getting this job? Is that just in your line of work? These are
basically
well-known.
Like a lot of the other military, anybody that gets out of the military, there's not much. If you don't have a certain MOS or AFSC, you don't have much for you on the outside. You tend to stay in line with what you did in the service. And then, of course, when Raytheon and the contractors offer you jobs doing exactly what you did in the Army, except getting paid 100 times more.
Really?
Yeah,
You're making good money over there?
I make decent money. If I come back here, it's not the same. That's why we stay over there.
Okay, and you have kids here?
Right. Two kids going to D1 schools. It costs a lot of money, so that also influences me staying away.
Okay. Yeah, what's the time difference?
9 hours.
So that's probably a big beating.
It is. It is. My body's telling me to go to sleep right now.
Oh, how long have you been back?
Just a couple weeks. We fly back on Thursday, actually.
Okay.
So.
And do you have Find My Phone on your kids and stuff so you see where they are?
I don't like it. She believes in it. Life 360.
I feel like that's too much, the 360.
I think imagine living on the other side of the world, though. I feel like you'd.
Well, 360 tells you like their whole history of what they've been doing today. Find My Phone, it's like I can see, oh, she's at her apartment or they're not there. I don't know.
Well,
I don't like it too. I feel weird, like it's some invasion of privacy. We didn't have that.
Oh.
You know, you never knew. It was kind of cool that you could just not be where everybody knew where you were.
Yeah, I don't even think I got a cell phone until like 2002. I think
Yeah.
it was 2001, 2002.
Yeah. Sorry, Stephanie. I interrupted you. You were yapping on about some shit.
Just 360. It can give you a lot of information, but when our older daughter, she started driving, I was able to make sure, is she being safe? And that's great. And then my younger daughter, she just got her license. So, yeah, I'll probably watch her.
And you're shaking your head.
One place to another.
I'm just thinking because I was not safe.
Right.
Back in the night, I would have got destroyed by my dad.
And this is where, so I had a lady trying to give me a sales pitch on 360 because she's like, oh, you know where your daughter is and all, she's safe. And then she goes, here, let me take a look and I'll show you. And then so she's showing me, this is like a, parent of one of my daughter's friends. And she's like, look here, I can just kind of show you my husband. I'll show you him yesterday. And then she's like, oh, Jesus. Oh, my God. Like she couldn't believe he was driving 90 miles an hour to get to the club, the golf club or something. And I'm like, now she's all pissed at her husband.
For something she would have never needed to know about.
Right. And then my wife is like, we should get on this 360 thing because I hear all the moms at school are like, oh, you got to get on this. And I'm like, absolutely not. We're not doing it.
Well.
And then she's like, oh, I think we should. And I go, okay, well, you work on it because I'm not doing it. And then, it just went away. A lot of things just go away if you just, you know how it is. Do you guys have a passive-aggressive arrangement like I have at home? Where you just kind of
absolutely
argue about some stuff? Yeah, it ends up going away, right?
It's two gingers. What do you expect?
Yeah.
So what's
there are only two.
What's just like weekend recreation? Do you just have expat friends over there? Have you made friends who are like? Do you have Emirati friends?
So, actually, over there, I work with two of my former soldiers. So, actually, one of them called me and asked me if I wanted the job over there, and that's how I got over there.
And they have families and stuff there too?
They do.
That's sick. That's cool.
And on the weekends, you can pretty much do anything you want. We got the F1 track there as well. We go watch that. You want a Guinness, you just walk around. It's about a 5-minute walk from my house. You go to the Irish pub, have a Guinness, whatever. Just everything's available there. They have everything you could want to do.
4-hour brunches are a big deal over there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they have brunches at the pubs there where it takes me forever. I still can't call it brunch because it doesn't start till 3 in the afternoon. That's not brunch to me, but they call it brunch. You pay 189 dirham for all you can eat, all you can drink. That's like $70 US. And you can put away some alcohol. $70 is not much. And it's all you can drink for 4 hours straight.
Have you had your kids come visit you?
Brianna, yes. My oldest that was in college before, she comes visit during the summer. And now that we're sending the other one off to college, they'll be coming back in the summer.
Would you allow us to do a show there if we could get Blake over there?
Absolutely.
Okay. Wouldn't that be awesome?
Yes.
I'm
yes.
busy. I got a kid
No.
tomorrow, and I gotta.
That's what sucks about the kids growing up and moving away. You don't have this. He's got this great excuse. I can't. I got a kid thing.
Dude, I'm sorry. I can't go to Abu Dhabi. My kid has soccer.
Yeah.
You can go have a beer at the top of the Burj Khalifa.
Tallest building in the world?
Sounds great.
Tallest building right now. There will be another one soon, I hear, in the next couple of years.
Weren't they building something over there that was like some
The Palms.
big giant whatever?
The fake islands? You
I
know
don't
about
know.
that?
Yeah,
It was like the world.
The world islands.
the
So
Palm.
right now, only one of the islands. I think they call it. It's the European island. That's the only one that's inhabited. COVID kind of killed bringing that up, but they have the Palm Jumeirah right now. That's completely established and set up, and that's where you'll find your rich hotels like the Atlantis Water Park.
And it's just on a man-made island.
That's shaped like a palm. And now they have Palm Jebel Ali that they're starting to build out to, which is another giant palm shaped like a palm there. And Disney, they just signed Disney to open a park there in Abu Dhabi.
And what time does the Dumb Zone podcast usually hit your feed?
I download it in the mornings about 4:15 when I wake up to go to work.
Okay,
and I listen to
the new
it.
one's
My
there
drive-
waiting for you?
Yeah, so my drive is 2.5 hours one way to my site.
Jesus, every day?
Every day. So I
That
listen
seems
to a lot of podcasts.
Is that a common commute?
Yeah, why don't you live
in Dubai?
2 hours closer?
There's no place. My site is literally in the middle of the desert, almost to the Saudi border.
Whoa.
So there's no place to live out there.
So how long do
Do you know
leave
how
at
hard
what-
it rules to think that there's a guy like headed toward Riyadh to
Listening to a Dumb Zone
Raytheon
podcast.
missiles, listening to a Dumb Zone podcast?
So
I'm
you're upset
basically
that
a
our
troop.
show, you're saying our show isn't long enough.
Yeah, it could be longer.
Yeah, because we're always worried that a 2.5 hour show is too long.
Doing it for Dubai.
We're 3
Round it
hours
out
now.
about 5 hours. That'll be perfect.
Do it for Dubai. So how many hours do you work then?
It depends. So we have a set amount of hours during the day, but I'm
She
on
was
call
about to answer.
24/7.
Yeah, what were you saying?
He's home hours before me
I
every
am
day.
sometimes.
Yeah.
Okay,
But
so he
also-
shows up, waves, shakes a couple hands, drives back home.
Sometimes. But when they call, when we're broken down at like 11 at night, 1 in the morning, I got to go.
So he's got these answers for you, right? He's
Well, yeah, but it's not that often.
I'm on call.
To answer the question,
Passive aggressive. Yeah. But there's no harder job than being a school teacher, really. In our
other than
opinions.
maybe a mom,
I think you should make.
know?
I think you should get the extension that Micah is looking for.
I think they should pay you like that guy at Meta who got like $1 billion for 4 years. Anyways, you guys are the best.
Are we done? Do you have any other remarks?
No?
Okay.
Say I do.
We'll keep them emails coming. All right.
Adios, mofo.
We gotta go before this becomes a zoo.
Thank you for watching my video. Subscribe and type for my name if you want to watch more of my videos.
It's 105 in Dallas town. The sun's trying to burn the city down, but the DZ crew's got westward plans. Time to sweat less and roast some fans. The DZ crew is leaving fast. Oxnard's calling at long last. Dan, Jake, and Blake all jammed in 11A. Let's hope there is no delay. Pray the plane don't lose a wing. They got mics, takes, and hot spice there. Clayton and Matt in a suburban ship. Podcast gear stacked to the ceiling tip. Chill dress burning a motel sign. And Clayton's beer barn, now that's divine. Clay shouts, cannonball run. Mid Winona mist, Flagstaff trees, and a sub shop twist. Crystal Creek, Dan grins real slow. Tell my girlfriend at the sub shop hello. Victorville, Bullhead, Kingman breeze, no more Texas sweat, just 69 degrees. Jake's wife sips locked in bed, said Shotty's a hottie, but Stefanski's ahead. Blake picked his baby's due date. There was no chance he was gonna be late. Dan's wife texts, why are you like this? He says, I need you to control us. Matt looks at his phone, it's the trucker that calls. She wants to tell everyone the party balls. Clay shouts, cannonball run, million. Matt deadpans, is that a gun or you just turned on? Oh, says Clay, this gonna be so much fun. Victorville, Bullhead, Kingman dreams, past Winslow and Williams desert scenes. We've almost made it, baby, Oxnard's near. Cool 69 degrees and training camp is here. Now they're live on the